Good morning, folks. We are live from the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield. Day 2 of the World Boxing Cup Finals for 2024. World Boxing, what is World Boxing? Well, it was formed a year ago with the aim of keeping the noble art in the Olympic movement for the Los Angeles Games in 2028 and well beyond that too. And this event marks the completion of a first calendar year of competition. Now, to underline how truly global world boxing has already become, we have athletes from 10 different nations competing across the 12 fights this morning. It is a cold day in Sheffield. Scrape the ice off your car, Colt, but we'll crank up the temperature with 12 quarterfinals this morning. They come in the women's bantamweight, the men's light welterweight and the men's light middleweight divisions. We have an Olympic medalist on show this morning, some stunning up-and-coming talent and a world champion too. It is time for world boxing. Our ring MC is Craig Denham.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English Institute of Sport Sheffield for the first edition of the World Boxing Cup Finals. This event is brought to you by our partners GB Boxing, England Boxing, World Boxing, UK Sport, National Lottery, Sheffield City Council and Sting. Your competing countries are Brazil, China, Chinese Taipei, England, Finland, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mongolia, the Netherlands, Pakistan, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Thailand, Ukraine and Wales. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are ready, the boxers are ready. It's time to make some noise. It's time to start boxing. So, introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Mongolia. Give it up for Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG.
Well, the Mongolians have travelled really well here to Sheffield. Yesugen is one of 11 here this week.
Representing Italy is Olena SAVCHUK.
And Olena SAVCHUK, the Italian, was a bit of a party pooper on day 1 yesterday, beating Wales' Zoe Andrews on a unanimous points decision. Awkward technique. Zoe Andrews couldn't get to grips with her, as the unanimous decision would suggest, but Olena SAVCHUK marched on from the round of 16 into this bantamweight quarter-final.
Your officials at ringside: Judge 1 representing the USA, Judge 2 representing Finland, Judge 3 representing World Boxing, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, Judge 5 representing Australia. Your referee representing World Boxing, Mr. Thomas Nelson.
So once again, Chris Latcham with you on the call for all of our bouts today. 24 of them, 12 in the morning session and 12 in the afternoon session, starting with this one in the women's 54 kilo bantamweight quarterfinals. Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG in the red corner of Mongolia and Olena SAVCHUK of Italy in the blue. And delighted to say, joining me in the commentary box position is the GB boxer Paddy Hewitt. Good morning, Paddy. How you doing?
Not too bad. How's yourself?
Yeah, really well, really well. Really enjoyed the competition yesterday. And indeed, watching the woman in the blue corner, Olena SAVCHUK, who did a real job on Zoe Andrews yesterday. It was not the result that the home fans in the crowd would have wanted, the GB faithful here would have wanted, but SAVCHUK marched on, and she's up against a very, very talented Mongolian in Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG, who won gold actually in the World Boxing event that was previously held in her native Mongolia in September, and you can already see she started sharply.
Yeah, I was over in Mongolia early this year, and I remember watching her. She did catch the eye in the tournament over there.
And so all eyes on the centre of the ring here in Sheffield. First of 12 bouts in this early session. And SAVCHUK yesterday was happy to sit back, try and stay out of range. And then when Zoe Andrews committed, she was popping forward, catching her on the back foot. And you just wonder if this fight is setting up in much the same style, with the Mongolian trying to keep herself poised in the centre of the ring and SAVCHUK dancing around the outside. So it's good work from the Mongolian, forcing her opponent back. Nothing completely clean landing there, but trying to work to the body, trying to work to the head. Landing to the body there, the woman in red. It's a lively start, isn't it, from the Mongolian?
Yeah, I think she's kind of drawing the Italian out here. The Italian seems to be a lot better on the back foot, but she's going after the Mongolian, and it's not working.
How much in these international tournaments would she have sat and watched her opponent yesterday, knowing that if she gets the result, she'll be boxing her today, just to try and figure her out?
Yeah, well, obviously she'd have looked at the results last night and thought, oh, let's have a look, search the name in YouTube, and then take it from there, really.
On the World Boxing Channel, still there if you want to watch any of yesterday's boxing. There was a brilliant straight right by the Mongolian there, but SAVCHUK has come back with a couple herself, and now she is forcing her opponent backwards, and it's the Mongolian all of a sudden having to try and box off the back foot. Lateral movement from left to right, throws out the single lead left jab to the body and comes back with one to the head. Good shot there by the Mongolian, and another clean single shot getting through and landing on the bridge of the Italian's nose. Into the last 30 seconds of this first round.
Yeah, I think the Mongolian's just doing enough to take this round here. Just a bit busier and cleaner.
So the 5 scoring judges dotted around the ring will score each round, as we'll see in just a moment. More clean work from the Mongolian right up to the final bell in this first round. A couple there as well. If any of the judges were sitting on the fence, not sure which way they go, maybe that was the action that could swing their favour. So the 5 judges will score each round. 3 rounds of 3 minutes, both in the women's and in the men's contest. The women box in helmets, the men do not. And you can see that 4 of the 5 judges have gone in favour of the Mongolian, as Paddy Hewitt was saying.
Yeah, I think that's the first result to the first round.
And here's the best of the action, Paddy, from the first round. Talk us through his.
Great backhand there from the Mongolian. Sets it up with a lead hand, little feint, and then straight in with a backhand. And again here, she's just waiting. Little backhand left hook, and then she gets off. That's what she was really good at in Mongolia. In and out with her feet, little raids. That's what wins her the round.
So you travelled to Mongolia with the GB set up to box in that one. What was that like, going to Mongolia to box internationally?
It was a great experience, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting much, but when I got there, it surprised me. It was actually really nice. I could have stayed there, to be honest.
Well, we need you back here training. Get yourself sharp, work towards the World Championships in Liverpool next year, and then obviously the Olympic cycle all the way to Los Angeles. We keep everything crossed that boxing will be on the roster of sports for the Olympics in 4 years' time. That's better work from the Italian in blue, SAVCHUK, on the back foot. Landed a couple of shots straight through the middle, but the Mongolian had the judges in her favour after round 1, so the Italian has to do that, has to come out and make sure she doesn't lose this round, Paddy. And there we go, real flurry in the centre of the ring. Both of them will feel they got the better of that exchange.
Yeah, much better start to the round for the Italian here. She knows she's down and she's come out firing.
That's what you have to do. Think T20 cricket, there's no playing yourself into this. It's blood and thunder from the first bell, and if you lose that first round, you simply cannot afford to lose the second one.
She just needs to be a bit more strategic here, the Italian. Don't just dive in because she's down. She needs to set it up. Great shot there.
Good contest this to kick off the day here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield.
Good defence there from the Italian.
Mongolian has a lot of power for the weight.
Needs to set everything up with a jab here. That's what's working for the Italian. Jab away in and then let them go and then get out.
OYUNTSETSEG, the Mongolian's got a very low held guard. Very confident that she can wear the power of the Italian.
Yeah, she is very relaxed fighter.
And up comes the guard now, and she comes in throwing in a left and a right, and it was slipped by the Italian, but those two punches were not slipped. They got right through. Into the last minute of the middle round of 3.
She needs a big finish here to the Italian to have any chance of getting a share of this round.
Quarterfinals of the women's bantamweight division, 54 kilos. 22nd bout of the week, the first bout of the day. And yes, again, OYUNTSETSEG, the Mongolian, will be thinking, if I can get this one done, then maybe there's a chance to just try and save myself for the latter rounds, the semi-final and the final to come. She won gold in Mongolia, and she is getting the better of the exchanges in this final minute of this second round too.
Yeah, she's really finished the round strong here, the Mongolian. I think that might sway the judges.
Looks like she's got a bit of an issue with her head guard. Keeps pulling it down so it doesn't block her vision. Maybe her hair's slipping out from underneath it, but it's not knocking her off her stride.
Good shot there from SAVCHUK. That'll be a close one.
So yesterday I was a little unfair with Callum French and Lewis Richardson in the commentary box with me, Paddy. I was asking them, which way do you think the judges will lean after every round? Incredible predictions, it has to be said. People who know boxing know their boxing. How did you see that middle round?
That was a very close round. I think it was a bit closer than the first. I think the Italian might get a better share. But no, it goes the same way, 4-1, Mongolia.
And the Australian judge has given that as a 10-8 round to, yes again, OYUNTSETSEG. So a 10-8 round is where they think there was more than just a bit of dominance. There was almost complete dominance from that round, leaning towards the Mongolian.
Yeah, I have to completely disagree there. I don't know how she scored that 10-8 round, to be honest. The Italian was pretty much in the round, to be fair.
All judges will see fights differently. That's why we have 5 of them. Pulsating second round though. Engaging watch at the start of this second day here in Sheffield. So final round, and SAVCHUK really needs a referee stop the contest or something quite major to get anything from this women's bantamweight quarter-final. The Mongolian has bought herself the opportunity, if she so wishes, to just stay out of trouble for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, SAVCHUK needs to come out here and throw the kitchen sink at her, get on the front foot, try and force a stoppage.
Early light body shot from the Mongolian sends her opponent spinning backwards. Not showing any signs that she's happy to just bank what she's already got. She's here to fight to the final bell. What would your approach be in this instance? You're up on the scorecards. It would take something major to force defeat. Do you backpedal away, or do you stay engaged?
Yeah, I think you've just got, obviously don't give them too much ground, but you've just got to be smart with it. You're boxing tomorrow, you know, cuts, bruises, injuries can happen. Just need to get on your bike, see the round out, not take too many shots, and just get your way onto a nice points victory.
Yeah, some of these boxers will be boxing on all 4 days, those that entered the round of 16. This is good action in the centre of the ring.
Great shot there.
It was a great shot, and there's a count against the Italian. So if this is your first time with us on the World Boxing YouTube feed, you might think she wasn't knocked down. Why is there a count there by the referee? The referee can engage the count when they feel that the boxer just needs to take a moment, saving the boxers from themselves, if anything. We're not here for the knockouts of the pro game. The ultimate thing is to see talent in the ring and make sure that everybody leaves with all of their faculties, of course. Sometimes you might be watching it and thinking, I'm not quite sure why that count has come in. We had a couple of those yesterday, especially at the lower weights, but the referees have a job to do to ensure that everybody stays safe in the centre of that ring. So a tough job for SAVCHUK, got even tougher with the standing 8 count that was gone against her. It doesn't automatically mean that she will lose the round, but it will sway the judges, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. She just needs to see this round out now, the Mongolian. Get on the jab, nothing crazy. Minute to go.
So SAVCHUK.
Great shot again.
Yeah, SAVCHUK, the Italian national champion, here with a contingent of Italians. They won't necessarily go straight home upon exit. They can stay, pick up key international sparring with perhaps other fighters that have exited the tournament. Win or learn seems to be the mantra of these international tournaments as we head into the last 30 seconds of a bout that the red corner looks certain to win. Well, she's not going anywhere, is she, Olena SAVCHUK? Right to the final bell, she wants to be in this contest.
Yeah, it's been a great contest, brilliant performance from the Mongolian, and she looks well on her way to pick up another gold medal. Yep,
it looks like she's navigated another hurdle on the way to what would be successive world boxing gold medals if Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG, the 23-year-old from Mongolia, can go all the way here in Sheffield. Okay, so here's some of the best of the action from that final round. Now, this second clip is the standing count, Paddy.
Yeah, I think it was a straight backhand, knocks the head back. The referee jumps in, forces a count. Great shot.
Really puncturing the guard of the Italian, rocking the head back. And I don't think we can argue with the referee stepping in to give a standing 8 there.
No, great shot them. They're what win you the contest, them shots, what knock the head back.
Okay, so I think we know which way this one is going, but let's head into the ring and get the official decision with our MC, Craig Denham.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 22. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner, it's Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG representing Mongolia.
So yes, again, marches on to the semi-finals in the women's bantamweight division. Convincing victory against the woman that beats Zoe Andrews of Wales in the first round. There's the scorecards. It is a split decision because the Finn judge went the other way, giving that bout to Olena SAVCHUK, but all of the others went by quite the wide margin in favour of the Mongolian Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG.
Yeah, shut out there in the last round as well. Secured the victory nicely.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 23, which is a women's 54-kilo quarter final. Introducing your boxers, and firstly, introducing the red corner to the ring, representing Korea. Give it up for Aeji.
So Aeji from South Korea actually became the first South Korean woman to win an Olympic boxing medal when she picked up a bronze in Paris just a few months ago. It's a curious moment. The South Korean and a North Korean both shared bronze, shared a podium, and lots of questions in the post-parade press conference about what does it mean to share the podium, and lots of non-answers from both of them.
And ladies and gentlemen, your blue corner representing Japan, give it up for Mikoto HARADA.
So Mikoto HARADA is the 6th Japanese boxer to take to the ring this week, and yesterday they had a perfect 5 from 5 with her namesake Shuhei HARADA among the best of them. Team of the day for me yesterday, the Japanese. They come with power, and pace and excitement.
Yeah, it was exactly the same in Mongolia. They was completely dominant over there. I was very surprised at how good all of them were. Seems they've got a great setup in Japan.
Officials at ringside.
Yesterday we had 3 Japanese fights in a row. Could not take your eyes off it.
Judge 2 representing World Boxing. Judge 3 representing Great Britain. Judge 4 representing Italy. Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing World Boxing, Tini.
Interesting point you make there, Paddy, about how impressive the Japanese setup seems to be at the moment. They're also incredibly busy. So Mikoto Harada, this is her 4th international competition of the year. She's boxed in Mongolia, as you said. She boxed in Bangkok. She went to Busto Arisio for the Olympic qualification. And now here in Sheffield, they are keen to get their fighters as much experience as possible.
Yeah, and what's interesting, the Japanese team do seem to spend a lot of time in Uzbekistan. I think that helps them massively because, you know, Uzbekistan are a massive force in world boxing, and going over there and sparring them must be unbelievable.
Absolutely. 5 of the 7 men's Olympic golds were taken home to Uzbekistan. So this is bout number 24 of the week. Second bout of the morning in the women's 54 kilo bantamweight quarterfinals. Aeji of South Korea in the red. The Olympic medalist up against Mikoto Harada of Japan in the blue.
Yeah, it's a very cagey start here. Both got similar styles, up on the toes, trying to land the lead hand, southpaw versus southpaw.
Yeah, quite like a southpaw versus southpaw. You don't get that tangling of feet that you often do if you get a southpaw against an orthodox striker, and immediately they're at it in the centre of the ring.
Yeah, they're both battling to land the backhand here. That'll be key, whoever finds the range first with that straight backhand.
Thing I noticed watching him in Paris at the Olympics is there's a lot of movement. She'll go backwards, she'll go forward, head movement as well. Very difficult to hit. And when she comes forward, she packs a real punch too. So the Japanese fighter looks like she has a slightly more squat stature, a bit more power coming from the waist perhaps. Trying to open up with the jab that creates space for the backhand. A good duck from Aeji, just slipping underneath that backhand left.
Yeah, they're both looking for that backhand here. I think it's going to be key who lands it first and finds the range, maybe take the round.
Trying to force the pace. Harada of Japan ducking under it, urged by the referee to keep her heads up. Backhand almost got through from Im in the red. Yeah, didn't quite land clean.
Im seems to have settled a bit better here than the Japanese. She still seems a bit cagey.
Confidence of success on the global stage already this year, perhaps playing a part here. The backhand is starting to come from Im, the Korean in the red.
A lot more relaxed as well, isn't she? Dropping her hands nice and loose. Good upper body movement.
Yeah, you see what I mean about the feet as well, they never stop.
Nice little 1-2 there as she comes in.
And so far, Harada, the Japanese, just finding it difficult to get into range.
Yeah, she needs to put a bit more purpose in that jab. She's not really throwing it to land, she's just sticking it out there and it's going to get countered.
Yeah, just pouring out the right hand, and Im has the skills to negate that. Just a little untidy as Harada was stretching in to try and get in. Im popping off the lead right hook there, just catching her as they broke.
Yeah, nice round from him there. I think she'll take that across the board, to be honest.
Yeah, she settled into a rhythm much quicker than her Japanese opponent. So Paddy's going red, and 4 of our judges agree with the American judge going the other way and awarding a 10-9 to Mikoto Harada of Japan. So just looking at this, you can see she's happy to box at range and in and out and landing blows and not getting caught as she's doing it as well, Im. It was just that little bit slicker, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So Japan yet to taste defeat at the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. 5 wins, 5 boxers. And Mikoto Harada is behind on the scorecards. Round 2, Harada Japan in blue, Im of Korea in red.
Great start here from the Japanese. She's come out, she knows she's down. She's trying to stamp a bit of authority on the round.
Yeah, it's exactly what she needs to do as well. Lift the pace, lift the ferocity, and she's certainly doing that.
Yeah, definitely. She's leading off with that jab to the body. She's just bringing the hands down and then coming over with that backhand. Great advice from the corner, obviously. And again.
Yeah. And it remains to be seen if it can knock the Korean off of her rhythm. Im seems to have settled a bit now. First 30 seconds. And once again, the Korean now looks more comfortable than she did when that flurry came flying out at the start of this second round.
Yeah, she just needs to maintain that high tempo, Harada. Just put her under a bit of pressure, make her make them mistakes, and then counter.
Well, the Japanese fans behind us are liking what they're seeing in this second round, Paddy.
Yeah, it's a much better start to the round for Harada. It's very close so far, but she's certainly doing more than enough to try and claim it.
Single jab just grazing the forehead there of Im Aeji.
And again, a lot more aggressive here, Harada. Good tactics, good switch up.
Half of the round is already passed. Harada has to keep that tempo up, but Im is coming in with those raids and landing 1s and 2s.
Into the last minute now. Whoever wins this minute, I think, could claim the round here.
Yep. Tough to split them, but the more aggressive stuff now is starting to come from the red-clothed Korean. Whether or not she's landing, those are the sorts of things that sometimes can snatch a judge's decision.
Yeah, and it's the body language of him as well. She's nice and relaxed. She just looks like she's in charge. Hands low, nice and light on the feet. Good shot there.
Yeah, it certainly was.
She really turned it up a bit this last minute.
And Harada slowed that little bit as well. So 25 seconds to go in a round that Mikoto Harada really needs at least a split win. I think Im thinks she's done enough to snatch this round as well. Respect from the boxers as they go back to their corners. Closer round than the first.
Yeah, I think
for
so.
your money.
Exact same scorecard, so.
Yeah, the judges have gone exactly the same way, with only the American judge going the way of Harada, the Japanese boxer. So ultimately she needs a 10-8 round or something better to rescue anything from this quarterfinal. She couldn't quite maintain the ferocity of the first 40 seconds of that second round. Harada came out and gave her opponent plenty to think about, but Im just seemed to see off that storm, settle down as the round wore on.
Yeah, she was just slightly cleaner there.
Last round.
And so the referee is just taking a second here to sort out the hair under the head guard, possibly. Yeah, had a couple of breaks for hair coming out of the head guard yesterday. If I'm going on Dragon's Den, I'm going to invent a better set of hair nets for female boxers, because they're not very good, the ones that they use. Amote. Not sure how wide they'd sell, but they'd sell in this arena for sure. So Mikoto Harada is staring a first Japanese defeat in the face here for this week. Aeji is using all of her Olympic smarts in that ring.
Yeah, Im seems comfortable here. She's kind of playing the Japanese at her own game. She's letting her walk onto the shots and then just getting off. She wants the Jap to come in and try and make it rough. She'll just walk her straight onto the clean shots.
Yeah, the Japanese boxer knows that she has to rush her opponent, but ultimately by doing that leaves herself that little bit wide open.
She just needs to be a bit smarter with her attacks here, the Japanese. Change her levels a bit more elusive.
That's a good clean shot. The overhand backhand left from Aeji in the red. Straight into the temple of Harada, who wore it well. It's around this point in the fight where I think any boxer in the situation that Harada is in, you know that whatever you're going to do is not quite going to get the job done here. That's got to be quite demoralising.
Yeah, she'll be a bit deflated here. Just walking onto shots, not a lot she can really do.
The hair's come loose again. Get me the phone number for Dragon's Den. So minute 25 left of this second women's bantamweight quarter-final. We already know the winner of this bout will fight Yesugen OYUNTSETSEG for a place in the final. The gold medalist from the Mongolian World Boxing event a couple of months ago. And that will be a juicy semi-final. Aeji against OYUNTSETSEG of Mongolia.
She's having a lot of success here with the straight shots, is him. Great feet, in and out, little raids, lands the shots and gets out untouched. Great boxing here from the South Korean.
Former world youth champion as well, Im. She's been operating at a high level all through the age ranges and now up with the seniors. Little feint with the jab and landing with the backhand, and once again landing with the backhand. That one was cleaner than the previous one.
Yeah, she's really found a rhythm here. She's running away with it. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple of 10-8s, to be honest.
So Paddy Hewitt alongside me, Chris Latcham, in the commentary box, has been accurate with his judge predictions as we go towards the ends of each round. These GB boxers really know their stuff. That was a good clean shot from Mikoto Harada. She's left her imprint on Aeji. Full of respect for her conqueror at the end of that contest. Still good experience on the global stage for Mikoto Harada, boxing in her 4th international competition of the year. 2 of those were Olympic qualifiers, fell short in Bangkok, fell short in Busto Arizio. But there's clearly some talent in there, just up against a more seasoned opponent.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing to be ashamed of there, losing to the Olympic bronze medalist. She's got in there, she's made a fight of it, and I'm sure we'll see her again.
So confirmation coming shortly that Aeji is into the women's bantamweight semi-finals.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 23. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner is Aeji M of Korea.
So a 4-1 split decision victory for Aeji, the Olympic bronze medalist. The American judge going every single round to the Japanese boxer.
Yeah, that's a mad scorecard, I think.
And up next, we have our first of the home fighters for day 2 here at the World Boxing Cup Finals.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 24. It's a women's 54 kilo quarter final. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing England. Give it up for Ivy Jane Smith.
So Ivy Jane Smith is on the GB podium squad, 25 years old. This is as good as a home fight for Ivy, who grew up in Portsmouth, but then moved to the Steel City of Sheffield to train at the Steel City ABC, now based with Team GB in this very building. Someone you know well.
Yeah, I travelled to Mongolia earlier this year with Ivy. She's a good laugh, great boxer.
Sounds like a perfect combo, that.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Brazil, give it up for Tatiana Jesus.
Well, Tatiana Jesus of Brazil, she certainly looks big at the weight, doesn't she, Paddy? That's the first thing I noticed as she makes her way to the ring.
Yeah, there looks like a bit of a weight category above here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials and ringside. Judge 1 representing the Netherlands. Judge 2 representing Australia. Judge 3 representing the USA. Judge 4 representing Korea. And Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing Japan, Takeyoshi Sasaki.
So a good test this for Ivy Jane Smith up against another Olympian. We've just seen Aeji do a number on her Japanese opponent. Well, Aeji actually beat Tatiana de Jesus in the round of 16 at the Paris Olympics this summer. So Tatiana de Jesus, to give her full name, de Jesus Chagas, that's what she wears on the back of her shirt. She's 32, from Bahia in eastern Brazil, up against Ivy Jane Smith, who's based here in Sheffield with GB Boxing in the red. So Ivy Jane out of the southpaw stance, both looking to feel their way into this bout.
Yeah, nice and relaxed start from both boxers here. The Brazilian boxers tend to be nice and relaxed on the back foot. A lot of upper body movement, very hard to hit, and then get with the single shots.
You can already see how elusive de Jesus is on that back foot, but a couple of shots got through there from Ivy Jane Smith.
Yeah, great combination there from Ivy. Plenty of feinting, that's what we're liking. Draw the shot out the Brazilian and counter.
Real patience from both boxers as they ease their way into this contest, looking to spot the gaps, spot the chinks in the defence of their opponent.
Good shots there from Ivy, nice backhand right hook.
Got through as the Brazilian was throwing a mirrored shot on the other side.
And again, the feinting's working great here for Ivy. Keep them nice up on her toes, little in, out in.
So part of the GB podium squad, that is the elite squad that GB have here. One of those that will be targeting the World Championships in Liverpool next year. And of course the Olympics further down the road. But Ivy Jane Smith has made a really good start in the first half of this first round. Just caught one there, but landed a couple of her own. Happy to take one to get a couple. Oh, just the lead left hook catching Ivy around the back of the ear. Good work from both of them in the centre of their ring. Happy to exchange.
She's doing a great job of making the Brazilian fall short here, Ivy. She just needs to counter there. When she makes a fall short and lose a shape, just get in there, land your shots and then disappear. Exactly like that. 2 shots coming from the red gloves of Ivy Jane Smith.
It's almost like she heard you there, Paddy. Get in the corner. Well, it's been an impressive opening rounds from the English boxer, managing to get around the elusiveness of the Brazilian right up to the bell and landing a couple on that bell as well. How do you see that first round, Paddy?
Yeah, great start from Ivy there. I think she'll take that 5-0 across the board. And she does there, 10-9 across the board.
Confirmation. Mystic Paddy, we had Mystic Callum yesterday. Mystic Lewis, there was one fight, I said to him, how do you see it? He just put his microphone down. Can't call it, too close. But you're absolutely spot on there. Talk us through the best of this first round action.
Yeah, she was great footwork there from Ivy. She was nice and light on her toes, in and out with her feet. Just drawed the shot from the Brazilian, made a miss and then countered with a backhand right up nicely. She just needs to keep doing the same this round, see it out, and she's got a spot in the semi-finals.
She's 25 now, Ivy Jane Smith. She was a national champion at 13, won a second one a year later. Joined GB when she was 18, but then quit within 4 months and spent some years away. She says that break actually made her a better boxer. So back in the centre of the ring. Round 2, Ivy Jane Smith of England, representing Team GB as well, in the red, against Tatiana de Jesus of Brazil in blue.
It doesn't look like they've changed much here, the Brazilian.
So the elusive style for the Brazilian is all well and good, I was going to say, until the fight gets away from you. That is the cleanest of right backhands, landing right on the bridge of Ivy Jane Smith's nose. Oh, 2 good shots though, coming in the other direction. Good second round, good start to the second round here.
Just needs to get back to her boxing a little bit more here, Ivy. Hold her feet a bit more. Don't just give the ground to the Brazilian, because she's coming forward, she's landing the backhand and it's not looking good. There you go.
Yeah.
Hold the centre a bit more, nice and light.
Slightly fewer feints coming from Ivy Jane Smith in this second round. The punch that sounded like it landed on Ivy Jane Smith's gloves there. She blocked that one out. Came through with a couple there on the defensive too. Solid contest this.
Yeah, she's just turned it into a bit more of a fight this round, the Brazilian, a bit more scrapping. It's not playing to Ivy Jane Smith's game.
It's better work from the Brazilian, although she did ship one as she came in. Backhand came through the middle. Ivy Jane just starting to take a little bit of damage in the middle part of this second round.
Miles better that, back on a feint.
Yeah, almost without you noticing it, managed to slow down the contest to the pace that she wants to fight it. And making the Brazilian miss once again. She is taking a little more damage than she did in the first 3 minutes though, Ivy Jane Smith. It'll be interesting to see which way the judges go. I'll be asking you for your thoughts in 30 seconds time, Paddy. Strong finishes
Oh,
can
good
help, and there's
combination.
2 good shots there. Terrific combination, right on the buzzer.
Good shots again from Ivy there. Big finish this round now.
Yeah, finishing really strongly. Little uppercut on the inside there too. A good end to the round, a round that I thought the Brazilian dominated the early part of, but Ivy Jane came on strong towards the end.
Yeah, that'll be a close one. I think we'll see a split here.
And it's gone completely the other way, and we are dead square as we go to the final round. A little surprised?
No, I did see why they give it to the Brazilian. She did have a strong 2 minutes. Ivy came back into it with a minute to go, but it was just too little too late, to be honest.
So 10-9s across the boards. Red in round 1, blue in round 2, and it means we're locked at 19 apiece on all 5 of the judges' scorecards. So the situation is clear. You only need to convince 3 judges in this final round, and you'll get the decision.
This is where all the training, all the long runs, all the rounds on the bags, the round sparring come into play here. Whoever wants it more now, it's all square. Need to bite down and dig in.
Does either boxer change what they've been doing, or do they go out and need to do more of the same?
I think Ivy just needs to hold that centre and get on her feints. When she's feinting with that lead hand in and out with her feet, making the Brazilian fall short and then just nipping them little 1s and 2s counter shots in, that's where she's fighting her best. But when she's giving the ground away to the Brazilian, she's coming forward, she's getting caught a bit on the back foot.
So 10's 3 minutes ahead, live on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Ivy Jane Smith in red and Tatiana de Jesus of Brazil in blue. Cannot be split. Fans finding their voice at the English Institute of Sport. This is what we like to hear. Just a pawing jab to the body from the Brazilian got through, but couldn't make any mark on Ivy Jane Smith, who came back with a backhand of her own straight down the middle.
She started this round nicely here, Ivy. She picked the tempo up a bit with her feet. She's making the Brazilian throw when she don't want to.
So 2 minutes left to box here at the home of GB Boxing. The home of Ivy Jane Smith, boxing in her backyard. Originally from Portsmouth, now based up here. More punches being thrown by the Brazilian Avu, slightly blocked out by the referee in that exchange. And Ivy Jane is trying to land those punches on the inside as well. Feinting, like Paddy Hewitt has been saying she has to. Trying to make the Brazilian miss. Yes, good shots.
Yeah.
2 clean shots got through, pushing her opponent back onto the ropes.
Good work from Ivy here, being the aggressor. And again there, another straight backhand. She's really pouring it on here.
As she needs to. Winner of this round wins the fight. Approaching the final minute.
Great boxing here from Ivy. She's really come out.
Really pouring it on and landing the stronger, more clean shots. Little uppercut on the inside got through. De Jesus just lacking that accuracy that she had in the second round.
Yeah, Ivy seems to have come on strong here. I know she's recently moved up weight, so that might be working in her favour. She's a bit more fueled at this weight. She's come up from 51 kilo. She looks like she's finishing a lot better. She's pouring it on.
She certainly is. From flyweight up to bantamweight, and it seems to be serving Ivy Jane Smith well. 30 seconds left to go. The crowd has found their voice. Both boxers now, their final displays to the judges. It's all go. It's cleaner from Ivy Jane Smith. Strong finish from the English boxer. Really good work on the inside, right to the final bell. A brilliant final round to what was a truly engrossing contest.
Yeah, great finish there from Ivy. She's really bit down on the gum shield and secured that last round.
So Paddy Hewitt is going with his international teammate here. We have to wait for the decision of the judges, but before we do, we're going to see some of the best of the action from that final round. A barn burner. So as Paddy was telling us, Ivy Jane Smith got back to what she was doing in round one. Feinting, boxing at distance, making the Brazilian miss, but also landing good shots of her own. Let's get the result from Craig Denham.
Your officials and ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, boxing out of the blue corner.
Quite shocked there. Thought Ivy did more than enough in that last round. We'll have to see the scorecards now.
I have to say I agree with you. I did think the first couple of rounds, either way, it was very, very tough to split them. But I thought the cleaner, more effective work came from the red corner in the final round. That's not England boxing tinted glasses at all. But 3 of the 5 judges went in favour of the Brazilian boxer, and she marches on. And we said that was the situation. You only needed to convince 3 of the 5 judges in that final round.
Yeah, she shouldn't be ashamed there, Ivy. She's done well, hold her head up high. Sure she'll be back next year.
And speaking of being back next year, there's a reason why you're not competing this week. Just tell us about that quickly.
Yeah, picked up a little injury over in Mongolia early this year. Broken thumb, but nearly healed now, so we should be back punching this week and then ready for a big 2025, hopefully.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So no PlayStation, no Xbox for you?
No, nothing. Just plenty of food.
Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be paying for it when you get back in the gym properly.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 25. It's a women's 54-kilo quarter-final. Introducing to the ring the red corner, representing Chinese Taipei. Give it up for Hsiao-Wen.
So a third contest in a row featuring an Olympian from Paris and indeed an Olympic medalist from the Tokyo Games, the COVID Games in 2020. Hsiao-Wen HUANG took the bronze at Tokyo 2020 in the empty arena games.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Thailand. Give it up for Apisada TANTAWA.
Apisada TANTAWA, the Thai national champion at 57 kilos from this June. She's had to shed just a little bit of weight, now boxing at the 54-kilo bantamweight limit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials and ringside. Judge 1, representing World Boxing. Judge 2, representing Italy. Judge 3, representing World Boxing. Judge 4, representing World Boxing. Judge 5, representing World Boxing. Your referee, also representing World Boxing, Jarno Mustonen.
So this is the last of the women's bantamweight 54-kilo quarterfinals. 4th of the morning, and indeed the last of our women's bouts in this morning's session. Hsiao-Wen HUANG in the red corner representing Chinese Taipei up against Apisada TANTAWA in the red So HUANG of Chinese Taipei, two-time world champion bantamweight. Very, very skilled boxer with that upright style. Long levers. Both of them actually match each other for stature, don't they? Very tall at the weight. Completely different physique to the Brazilian boxer that we saw in the last bout at the same weight.
Yeah, you can really tell the experience here of the Taipei boxer as well. Nice and relaxed. Everything nice and straight. Just not rushing a work.
Yeah, the natural height advantage that she must have over most of the bantamweight division. Real advantage for the former two-time world champion. One of two world champions that we've got on display in this morning's session. Seiwon Okazawa of Japan coming later on in the men's. So TANTAWA of Thailand in the blue, trying to get close, but it's so difficult with those long skewer arms of the boxer from Chinese Taipei, who's measuring her range and landing a backhand right beautifully.
Yeah, she's having a lot of success here with the straight shots, the Taipei boxer.
HUANG went to the Olympics in Paris, beaten in the round of 16, so didn't get to Roland Garros, where the semi-finals and the finals took place. She was beaten in the Paris Nord Arena. Not going to be beaten in that exchange, though. A couple of punches got through for HUANG of Chinese Taipei. She lost to a former world champion in Stanimira Petrova of Bulgaria in Paris. Just bending at the knees, getting down to the height of her opponent.
Yeah,
she's to load up the power a little bit.
She's just goading her in here, trying to make her throw, and then just a little lean back, land the straight backhand.
Would love to see a comparison of the two boxers' reach. I reckon there's a good few inches in it. Yeah, exactly what you said there, Paddy. Goading her in, back the head away, comes straight in with a straight shot, unguarded. Oh, it's a good shot with the right backhand. A couple of sneaky left jabs have got through. Tempted the Thai boxer in, all of a sudden up came the right, bang.
Good jab there as well.
It's accurate, isn't it, the single shot jab?
Yeah, little layback. It's like a lead up sort of jab in it. It's a long lead up and then follows the backhand.
Lightning quick. Just having a close look at TANTAWA as she walked towards her. I don't know if you saw that. She was almost heavily blinking with her left eye.
A lot of blinking. Looked like she caught a thumb in the eye there. Nothing worse as well.
So 10-8 from the Italian judge and 10-9s from all of the rest of them, going towards the red corner of Hsiao-Wen HUANG, representing Chinese Taipei. And let's see the best of the action. I wonder if we'll see that thumb in the eye that caused TANTAWA just to be heavily blinking out of her left. A couple of good shots coming from blue there, but the best of the work,
good jab that,
as agreed by the judges, was coming from the red vest. Really upright yet languid style, isn't it? The way she just looks almost effortless in there.
Yeah, she looks like she's not trying, and then you'll dive in and she'll just pop you with two.
She's certainly trying. Just noticed on the tattoo sleeve on the left arm, she's got the Olympic rings tattooed. HUANG, as so many of them have. Lewis Richardson sitting in that chair yesterday, he's got inked.
Hopefully I'll be getting one of them myself in a few years.
Yeah, you'll get them, you'll get them. It's got to be the target. So more good work early in this second round from HUANG, who's able to box at her range. The long arms, keeping her opponent at bay. And the accuracy of that unorthodox style jab, landing at will.
Yeah, she'll be getting really frustrated here, the Thai boxer. She's having no success, walking onto the long straight shots.
Yes, lovely backhand from the hip from HUANG. And TANTAWA, the Thais, as the bout goes on, she'll feel she needs to get into range to land more shots, and that will leave her more open to the counter.
Yeah, she's just sitting at her range as well. She's sitting at the range where the Taipei boxer wants her to be. She's not. She needs to get right in on the chest or right out. She's just sitting there, right on the end of a jab, and she'll just eat everything there.
Huang in the red is the much more experienced boxer, 27 years old. Been boxing at world level since 2019, so 5 years operating at the very top. And it shows. TANTAWA just trying to get within that range, into the scoring zone for her, but every time she does, Huang just wraps her up. Referee breaks them up, and Huang's back at the distance she wants to fight.
Yeah, for a long range fighter as well, she's really clever on the inside as well. She just leans on, spreads the arms out, makes it look like the Thai boxer's holding. Doing a great job at that.
So into the last minute of this middle round, all 5 of the judges went red in the first. That's a straight right over the top as well from Huang. Yeah, in the red.
Dominant round so far for the boxer in red. She's not really having anything come back at her. Although the Thai boxer is trying, she's just too long. She can't get near her.
I imagine when the draw came out, TANTAWA would have taken a look at that draw and gone, oh, that's not ideal. Tough boxer to go against. And again, just showing she'll box at her range, back out of distance, and then before you know it, there's a jab coming your way. Good round from the boxer in red. Same again, all one way across the board, with one of the judges going with a 10-8 round. So she's up by 3 on 2 judges' scorecards, the 2 in the middle at the top, and up by 2 on all of the other 3. It is a job well done, with 1 round left to go. That was such a good shot.
Yeah.
It's boxing at range, dropping her hands right down. The Thai boxer thinks, I'll have a go, and from nowhere, up from the waist high, pop.
Yeah, she's really good at that.
uppercut.
Goading them in, just making them think she's in range. She'll just have a little pull back and whip that backhand over.
Third and last round.
So final round of 3 in the last of the women's bantamweight quarterfinals. The winner of this one faces the Brazilian Tatiana de Jesus in the semi-finals tomorrow, and that will be a real contrast of styles when Huang of Chinese Taipei, standing tall and lean, goes up against the shorter and much more stocky opponent.
Yeah, she's really enjoying herself here. Huang smiling.
It's well deserved. She's got herself into a terrific position here. And again, just with the feint. And so slick.
Ooh.
Although caught and rocked back up against the ropes. Best work of the bout from Apisada TANTAWA, the Thai. Just giving her a little bit of belief, that shot up against the ropes, didn't it? Rocked her opponent's head back and thinks, all right, we've got another couple of minutes, I can enjoy myself a little bit more.
Yeah, she just needs to make it a bit rough here, I think, the Thai boxer. Get right on her chest, work.
That would have been the strategy coming in, but she's just not been afforded the luxury of being able to do it.
Nah, it's been great boxing from the Taipei boxer. She's played her at her own game. She's not let her get in close. Every time she's stepped in, she's been met with a straight 1-2 or a firm backhand.
Apisada just warned by the referee for punching after he'd called break. Straight back into the action. TANTAWA has upped it in this final round. She's had a bit more joy. Be interesting to see if she gets any love from the judges, who so far have shown her none. There we go, though. HUANG reminding us why it is that she's got herself into such a position of dominance. Oh, lovely. Single snap jab, backpedaling away, HUANG.
Yeah, she's really having fun here, Wang.
Exhibition stuff starting to come out as well. Bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, it's great bout management. She knows she's boxing tomorrow. She's not getting involved. She's making it easy for herself.
Good jab from TANTAWA, just coming up straight through the middle. Into the last 10 seconds of the contest. And HUANG sees it through. The dominance of the first 2 rounds afforded her the luxury that didn't need to be as dominant in the final round. The Thai boxer had that little bit more joy. And so before we get the verdict on the contest, let's have a look at some of the best of the action from that final round, including that big shot that Apisada TANTAWA landed up against the ropes. Okay, let's get the announcement from Craig.
Bout number 25 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's Hsiao-Wen HUANG of Chinese Taipei.
First unanimous victory of the day. The 3 previous bouts had all been split decisions. The first time that all 5 of the judges have been convinced by the single fighter. And it's Hsiao-Wen HUANG who marches on to the quarterfinals in the women's bantamweight division. And up next for her is the Brazilian Tatiana de Jesus, who beat England's Ivy Jane Smith.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 26. It's a men's 63.5 kilo quarter final. And introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, the red corner, representing Germany. Give it up for Assan HANSEN. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Japan, it's Shion Nishiyama.
Shion Nishiyama is one of the stars of the week so far. One of those 5 Japanese boxers to win yesterday, and won in some style with a unanimous victory over Mamuti Yibalaimu. Forced the referee to step in for 3 counts in that fight. He punches hard and he punches accurately, and he is thrilling to watch. So you're familiar with Shion Nishiyama because you were out in Mongolia where he won the gold at the World Boxing a couple of months ago.
Yeah, he really did catch the eye over there. Very sharp boxer, explosive, powerful, ticks all the boxes really.
Ringside, Judge 1 representing Australia, Judge 2 representing World Boxing, Judge 3 representing Korea, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 representing Great Britain. Your referee representing the USA, Kathleen Rivera.
It's a second trip to Sheffield for Assan Hansen, the German. He boxed here at the GB Open when it was held in January. Was actually beaten in the semi-finals by one of the English contingent, Joe Tyers, that week.
Yeah, it was a great fight, that, an absolute war. All in the last round, I think it was.
Absolute quality. Had the pleasure of being at ringside for that one. So here we go. You've got the classy style of Shion Nishiyama out of the southpaw style up against the Gambian-born German Assan Hansen. First of the men's 8 quarterfinals that we've got for you. 4 in the light welterweight division, this division, and then we'll follow it up with the men's light middleweights to close out this morning's session. We're live on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Both these boxers will be well aware of the talent of the other, and that's why they're taking their time to ease their way into the bout.
Yeah, quite a cagey start here from both of them. Not really committing with much, just showing a few jabs, trying to draw something out of their opponent.
Hansen trying to work to the body, Nishiyama locking him up.
Southpaw versus orthodox as well, always a bit cagey to start. We've got to be careful of the heads, especially now the head guards are off. We've got the men in. Got to be careful of them cuts.
Yep, big problem in these short tournaments where you might be needed to box 3 times in 3 days. A cut is the last thing that you're going to want. And you can see the heads coming together there as the German in red was rushing forward. Oh, good shot from Hansen. Straight down the middle. Nishiyama came back.
Yeah, 3 great straight backhands there from the German. You can see he's just trying to open that gap with the lead hand. He's pouring with it, and then he's just trying to find the backhand down the middle. That's what it is with an orthodox and a southpaw boxer. It's the battle of the backhand, really. The lead hand's there, but they're both trying to land that straight backhand. That's the key shot here.
So watch out for the backhand right from the German and the backhand left from the Japanese boxer.
Bit of a chess match, this one.
Does feel like that, doesn't it? Sending their pawns into battle before the queens and the kings could come out and do the damage. The kings don't do the damage. How's my chess knowledge? Terrible. Kings of the slow coach just stand at the back. Fairly slow opening gambit from each of them. The 3 backhand punches landed by Hansen, the standout moments so far in the opening couple of minutes.
Yeah, he can't seem to find his range here, the Japanese boxer. Just falling a bit short with the backhand to the body.
Yesterday he had it all his own way against his Chinese opponent, but this first round, I think, is slipping from his grasp.
Yeah, I fancy Hansen here. I think it's close, but I think he's done more than enough to just clinch that round.
So cagey first 3 minutes for the first of our men's contests of the day. 63.5 kilos, light welterweights, and looking strong at the weight. Well. All 5 going against the view of you and I at ringside.
What do we know, eh?
I know I just got splashed by that towel in the Japanese corner. Well, we'll see the best of the action here. So that you could see the straight right hand from Hansen got straight through the middle there. And he landed, as you said, 3 backhands there. So the 4 cleanest punches in the round came from the German, but all 5 of the judges lean towards the Japanese.
Maybe really like the body language of the Japanese boxer. He's nice enough on his toes. Looks very good. Looks very pleasing on the eye, doesn't it?
Elegant and slick, yeah. And immediately coming out and looking to target the body of his German opponent. I would imagine the word from the German corner would be more of the same though, because I'm sure they will feel that was a round that they could have at least got some of the judges leaning their direction.
You can't get desperate here, the German. He's still got to be nice and patient. He's got to think about when he's attacking. He can't just dive in or he'll walk straight onto the backhand.
Tight exchanges, aren't they? Overhand lead right from Nishiyama, just grazing the temple of the German.
Nice ball-low shot there from the Japanese boxer.
It is the slickness. Yesterday, against perhaps a slightly more limited opponent, he had it all his own way and all of those shots were coming out. Exhibition stuff. Not being enabled the chance to do that in this one. Much more cagey. Backhand comes through from the German. Nothing landing clean in that little exchange.
Just pinching it with the lead hand a bit here, the Japanese boxer. Bit busier with his lead hand.
Well, he'll have the sense that that's what the judges want to see, because that's what he was trying to do in the first round. The power shots were coming from the other man, but all of the judges went in favour of blue. So into the second half of this middle round. Bigger shots starting to be thrown by both men. HANSEN, the German, did well to back out of range, as that one just grazed his upper arm. Tangling of the feet, that can happen between a southpaw and an orthodox.
Not really a lot happening here. This is where your feints and your body language comes into play when there's not a lot happening in the bout. You've got to convince the judges with other things, your body language, your feints, you've got to set the shots up. That all comes into account.
That's a good shot. A little rising lead right from Nishiyama as he backed away. Good analysis there from Paddy of what the judges might be looking for when it's not a blood and thunder fight. And there really isn't a lot of blood and thunder in this one. That chess match has continued. A punch on the bell sends the Japanese wheeling back to the ropes. Little fist pump from the German as he walks back to his corner. But it's attritional stuff. And once again, all 5 of the judges have gone to the man in the blue from Japan, who won unanimously yesterday. Already has a win on the World Boxing Circuit this year, the gold medal in Mongolia a couple of months ago. And on his way to do it, he beat Donghwan JANG of South Korea in the final, and we're going to see Dong in the next bout. I think ultimately it was about body language in that bout, because there wasn't a great deal of action to write home about.
And I don't think there'll be much more here in the last. I think the Japanese boxer will just put the bout to bed here, get on his bike and finish the show.
Do what he's been doing. It's working. So Assan HANSEN, who had that barnstormer of a fight with Joe Tyers here in January, as you mentioned, Paddy Hewitt, one of your England teammates of old, has not been engaged in the same kind of contest here. Mind you, the final round was terrific, and if we could get more of the same, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, some good work there from the Japanese boxer. Nice and clean, crisp, straight left.
Oh, good straight shot to the body as well. Starting to let his backhand go. Another one, same shot. There you go, no such thing as getting on your bike for Nishiyama. He's throwing in the big body shots, the head shots too.
Nice bit of movement there from the German boxer though, he was enjoying himself there.
Yeah, he was, calling him on. Well, it's just starting to bubble up, come to the boil nicely in this final round. A bout that threatens not to come to the boil at all.
Yeah, he's really picked it up here, the Japanese boxer. I'm quite surprised. I thought he'd just put it to bed, but he's come out firing, hasn't he?
Some good shots coming from Blue in this final round. A round that he doesn't need to come out and throw any bombs, as Paddy Hewitt alongside me has been pointing out. But he has no interest in just staying out of trouble. I think he wants to entertain in this final 3 minutes. He has been for the first 2 of it. Just had a little glance at the big screen over our right shoulder. Nishiyama did that yesterday as well. But yesterday's, he was completely comfortable after round 1. A couple of knockdowns in that first round against his Chinese opponent. No knockdowns in this one, but he's heading for another unanimous victory.
Yeah, he's really found the range with that backhand to the body in this round, the Japanese boxer. It's a great shot for a southpaw to throw.
He has all the feelings that the German knew the scorecards after round 2 as well, because the way that he approached round 2 is completely different in this third round.
I think he's hurt him downstairs here, the Japanese boxer.
Well, he landed some big shots to the body when he was up against the ropes. When HANSEN actually called him on, didn't he, at the end of that flurry? But you think that was...
Yeah, a bit of showmanship there.
Yeah. When it really stings. Come on. Well, we can see that flurry again. The best of the action of the fight came in the third round at a time when Nishiyama had no business needing to do it. But look at this. Really pouring it on. It was good work defensively, but a couple of those got through. There we go. And so the Japanese has already taken up his spot in the centre of the ring. He knows it's going to be his arm raised in victory in just a second. Once we get the confirmation from our ring MC, Craig Denham.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 26. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, it's Shion Nishiyama representing Japan.
And respectful from Shion Nishiyama, who just opens up the ropes for his opponent and allows Assan HANSEN to duck between the second and third rope and out of the arena. He won every single round, and the Korean judge gave him an 8-10 in that final round. So a 4-point margin of victory on the Korean judge, 3-point margin of victory on all of the others. A unanimous win for the man in blue.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 27. It's a men's 63.5 kilo quarter-final, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, heading to the ring, your red corner, representing Thailand. Give it up for Sakda RUAMTHAM. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the blue corner, representing Korea, give it up for Donghwan.
Well, he's a medalist on the World Boxing Circuit this year, silver, beaten finalist in Mongolia a couple of months ago. And the Koreans are in to support their man, Donghwan JANG. You've got some experience with Donghwan JANG as well. On Instagram, he engages with you guys from the GB boxing setup. How does that work?
Yeah, very nice lad. We met him over in Mongolia. He actually boxed Patrice from the GB setup. Very close fight it was. Great boxer he is, and he's an even nicer lad outside of the ring.
So you think he sends you messages via Google Translate or something?
Yeah, definitely. Some of them crack me up.
Nice.
Judge 3 representing Italy. Judge 4 representing World Boxing. Judge 5 representing World Boxing. And your referee from Finland, Jani Rauma.
So the second of the men's light welterweight quarterfinals boxes the winner of the last bout. Shion Nishiyama is waiting in the semi-finals tomorrow. It is Sakda RUAMTHAM of Thailand in red against Donghwan JANG of South Korea in the blue. And immediately the Korean goes about his business.
Yeah, great start from JANG here.
All action. Certainly is, but the Thai is not taking a back step.
Very crisp jab.
Really fast hands from JANG, the South Korean in the blue, with the bleach-tinted hair, and RUAMTHAM is here to show his best version of himself as well.
Looks like this contest is going to be tastier than the last one.
Yeah, I think so. From the first bell, both of them. Referee nearly getting tangled up with the Korean, did well to get his feet out of the way. But JANG just likes to throw that single lead left, but from all different heights. Good exchange. JANG landing the backhand, RUAMTHAM of Thailand coming back with one of his own, and look at this. Fighting in a phone box, these two, not a backward step.
Yeah, none of them want to give any ground away, do they?
Single shot over the top from the Korean, but the Thai is having some success as well. Finally, they give a little bit of ground, neither of them wanting to expose themselves. Both tasted each other's power early in this first round.
Neither of them look phased either.
Oh, good slipping, ducking and weaving from the Thai in the red. And the Thai got a couple and then backed himself out of range. Nice work from RUAMTHAM. Targeting the body as well, but JANG keeps walking forward. Good contest in this light welterweight quarter-final. Who's having the best of it? 30 seconds to go, Paddy.
I think just edging the Korean. It's been good work from both of them, but I think he's just a bit more aggressive, and his shots seem to have a bit more intent behind him.
Been impressed by the Thai boxer as well, RUAMTHAM. Not seen as much of him on the global circuit. The less experienced man, but more than happy to engage in a physical conflict. Good round. So we have a 4-1 split in favour of the Thai boxer, the less heralded of the two, as they made their way to the ring. Well, we see the best of the action from the first round, and we simply can't show you all of the action because there was so much of it. But there you go, that lead left uppercut from the Thai, maybe that's what swayed 4 of the judges his way. Working the body, working the heads. Clean work from RUAMTHAM in the Thai red corner, and he's up on 4 of the judges, with 1 leaning the way of Donghwan Jan of Korea in blue. Well, Dong will be well aware that in the previous bout, Shion Nishiyama won by unanimous decision. The winner faces Shion, and Shion Nishiyama has beaten Dong twice on the international circuit this year. He will be desperate to get there, to write that record books. Down onto his knees, not a knockdown. The referee has a word with JANG and urges him to keep his head up. Oh, nice shot. Lead left, straight through the gate from JANG in the blue.
Takes a lot of shots on the gloves as a Thai boxer. He's quite smart with it.
Took one to the side of the head there as well. Little snap hook, second time that JANG has gone down, wrestled to the ground by the man from Thailand. Referee just taking a moment, making sure both of them know that's not on the menu today. The two of them continuing where we left off in the first round. We've had a minute of round 2. It's rough and tumble in there. Oh, the referee's gone down. Standing 8 count.
1, 2.
Paddy Hewitt with the standing count of 2. Everyone's okay, and on we box. This is a great fight. It really is. Both of them are getting through. A lot of punches being taken on the defensive gloves of either man. But both of them have come here to fight and to win a fight. Referee, quiet word. He's saying to JANG, keep your head up. He's probably saying to both of them, don't target me. I'm not the target.
He looks a bit frustrated here, does JANG.
A little bit untidy over in that red corner. Looked like the heads were close to coming together. Maybe JANG just getting a little, don't want to use the word desperate, but frustrated perhaps.
Yeah, looking at the corner as well, he does seem a bit, doesn't seem himself.
Yeah, a little bit rattled maybe. He'll know what the scorecard said after round 1. 4-1 down on the judges after the first round. And he's just being ragdolled a little bit by the Thai. He's been thrown to the canvas twice. So good contest. The Thai took the first round 4-1. JANG, as Paddy Hewitt by my side pointed out, was just getting a little bit frustrated. The fight wasn't going his way, a fight that many of us might have thought would go his way, and it is going very much the other way, Paddy.
Yeah, he's out of the contest here now. He needs a big, he needs 4 stoppage in the last round, doesn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does. So let's have a look at the big moment from that middle round, and it doesn't involve either of the boxers. It's a knockdown, Jim, but not as we know it. So as the two split apart, oh no. And Paddy Hewitt by my side started the count. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Mind you, the referee's massive. I wouldn't want to go up against him.
Seconds out.
Paddy just smirked. Paddy's a boxer.
Third and last round.
So final round, and JANG is down by 2 points on 4 of the judges' scorecards. Needs a big one, minimum 10-8 round, and he needs to convince all of them that he is utterly dominant in this next 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's come out with a bit of intent here, JANG.
Certainly has, and he's targeting the body. Silver medalist on the World Boxing Circuit just a couple of months ago. Won't want to be a faller at the first hurdle here at the World Boxing Cup Finals in Sheffield. No such thing as a dead cert in boxing, though. I had him as the favourite coming into this one, and the Thai has really held up his end. I think he's happy to be tied up and scrappy in this final round. Takes time out of the contest, the clock continues running down.
Yeah, he just needs to be careful the referee don't take a point from him.
Jang works the body, tries to target the head, but RUAMTHAM, the Thai, just spins out of it, and now he's holding again. Referee watching closely, wants them to come apart. And still the time ticks away. Time ticking away from the Korean, who needs that time.
Good backhand there from Jang. He's just spoiling his work a bit here, though. He's being too desperate. He's getting too close and he's forcing the clinch.
Jang trying too hard, you think? And down to the canvas for a third time, but nothing to do with boxing. So no count. And more time slips away from the contest. We've probably lost 30 seconds in its entirety in this final round, with the referee breaking the boxers apart, having a stern talking to, and that all plays into the hands of the Thai boxer who's up on the cards. He's working the body now.
Yeah, he's just getting desperate here. Jang falling over.
Yeah, I think he knows this one has gone. Just a little butt with the head there as the two boxers came apart in the neutral corner. Okay, 30 seconds left to go, but the shoelaces have come undone.
No, I think it's a vest. Is it?
Oh, his vest's come undone. Sorry to our camera operator, I sold you the dummy, told you it was the shoes, it was the vest. So we had a stoppage on the clock, but 30 seconds is not going to be enough for Donghwan Jang, the Korean, to swing this one in his favour. He needed the most convincing of final rounds, and he came out with more intent, that's for certain. But I don't think you can say he's cleanly won this round, and definitely not by a 10-8 margin that he needed on 4 of the judges' scorecards. That is a good day's work for Sakda RUAMTHAM in the Thai red corner. So a bout in which Donghwan Jan of South Korea was on the deck 3 times. The referee was down once, but we didn't actually have a proper knockdown in the contest. It was all a little bit untidy, but the tidier of the work was done by the man in the red corner, perhaps upsetting what we all expected.
We go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, boxing out of the red corner, representing Thailand, Sakda RUAMTHAM.
Great performance there from the Thai boxer. Silenced the Koreans in the crowd up here.
He certainly did, and they've travelled in great number. They are the busiest of the travelling groups. 12 boxers here from South Korea. But Donghwan Jan's week is over. He won it again on all 3 of the Japanese judges' cards, but loses by a 4-1 split.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Just while we get ready for the next half of this session. What we're going to do now is do a bit of a quiz.
So we're going to take a half-time break at the midpoint of this morning session. 6 bouts in the books, 6 more to come, including 2 more quarterfinals in the men's light welterweight category. We're going to see Dennis Brill, the exciting young German southpaw, coming up. We're also going to see an English boxer in Cameron McKAY, who you will know well, Paddy.
Yeah, Super Cam we call him. Very athletic, great boxer. He's trained hard for this one.
Yep, Super Cam from Edmonton in North London says he grew up in a rough area and that's why he had to start to box. And what a reward that's been. Now with the GB podium set up, and Super Cam, as they call him, is the man up next. We are going to take a short 10-minute break. Lewis Richardson has just sidled up next to us. He was on commentary with us yesterday and he'll be with us later on in the evening session too. But we'll take a break. We'll be back with you in around about 10 minutes time. Don't you go anywhere.
gentlemen, we are back in the ring and we are ready to box. Introducing bout number 28. This is a men's 63.5 kilo quarter-final. And introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Mongolia, give it up for Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL.
So we are back from that short break, and we're ready with 6 more men's quarterfinals to complete this morning session. And we've got a little substitution in the commentary box. Alongside me, Chris Latcham, Paddy Hewitt has tagged out. He'll be back for this evening's session. Thought he did a terrific job on his commentary debut. And back in the commentary box after a stellar showing yesterday is the GB Olympic bronze medalist from Paris 2024, Lewis Richardson, alongside me. Hey, Lewis.
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having me back. I must have done all right yesterday.
You did just better than all right.
Introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing England, give it up for McKAY.
So back from the break with a big English talent, Super Cam they call him, Cameron McKay. The man in the blue corner, and he looks supremely confident as he makes his way to the ring. Big day for Lewis Richardson after a series of big days. What's happening at 4:30 today here at the English Institute of Sport?
Quite the absolute honour for the photo on the wall, the famous photo on the wall. If you get the medal at a part of Team GB at the Olympic Games, you get your face on the wall for eternity. So
absolutely love it. Well deserved. Congratulations. That's brilliant.
Thank you. Be joining some some illustrious names on that wall. So yeah, it's a massive honour.
Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing the USA, Latasha Washington.
TEGSHJARGAL of Mongolia is in the red, up against Cameron McKay of England, and GB Boxing in the blue. From both of them, with Super Cam, as they call him, trying to take up the centre of the ring and force. Don't know if you saw the athleticism in the air. Used to do high jump and basketball. There's a great deal of athleticism coming from Super Cam. He'll need every inch of it against this skilled Mongolian.
Yeah, Cam's very, very springy, very explosive, and got a nice base about him as well, in and out, good feet.
Yeah, shipping a couple of shots there, but landing some too.
Yeah, both landing.
A lot of power in that ring. The Mongolian just feinting with the head, but not actually following up with any punches. Cam can back out of range and then throw a couple. The overhand lead right just caught there from the Mongolian.
Cam come back with a nice couple of double jabs. He pulled his feet out and he pulled back in with a nice couple of jabs. Mongolian just working a little bit harder at the moment.
Head and body. And punching after the break from the Mongolian, who'd been chided for the referee for holding Cam's head down. Oh, it's a good shot out of the clinch, straight up with the lead left hand, and another straight left there from Cameron McKay. Both very busy in the first minute and a half.
Both landing.
Into the last minute of this opening round of this men's light welterweight quarter-final. Cameron McKay in the blue, the Mongolian starting to show his footwork and perhaps suggesting he thinks he's done enough to have won this opening round. Oh, it's a big lead left The hook landing, the referee didn't like it though. Said he's punching with his open palm. Into the last 20 of the first round. It's a first round that will be intriguing to see which way the judges have gone, which way Lewis Richardson is leaning on this one, because both have been extremely busy. A lot of punches thrown and not all of them finding the target.
Tough one to call that round. It's very, very, very close.
What's your hunch? Silence means he doesn't want to be put. There you go, 4-1 going in the direction of the Mongolian boxer, Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL.
Thought that could have been a 3-2 either way, but you know, 4-1 you can't argue with, it was close. And that's the thing, Chris, where it's a 10 points must scoring system, you know, there's going to be close rounds where the subjectivity of the sport, some judges prefer certain work, some judges prefer other work, you know, so it's always going to be tight.
There was a moment with about a minute to go in the rounds where the Mongolian just started skipping around on the outside, and it was almost as if he believed he'd done enough and maybe was just showing a different part of his repertoire to show the judges that he was in control.
And again, it's a show. We're in the ring to show the judges that we're in control, and we feel like we're winning the bout.
So McKAY has won golds on the international circuit, the GB tournament in Helsinki earlier this year, the Algarve Box Cup in Portugal. This time boxing on home soil. That's a really good rising lead left from the Mongolian. Crispest shot I think we've seen tonight. Say tonight. This lunchtime in Sheffield in the UK. Good contest this one.
It is a good contest. Cam's started the round a little bit stronger, I think, so it's, he's upped his work rate a little bit. Power punches as well. Just needs to keep flowing, keep that relaxation.
5 times a London champion, 2 times a national champion.
Yeah, nice.
McKAY.
Yeah, nice. He's doing better.
He's just ducking out of range as well.
Yeah, punching off his defence as well, Chris, which is nice. Making him miss, making him pay.
So a minute gone in the second round. TEGSHJARGAL, the Mongolian, took the first round. We'll know if he takes the second round, then he's 2/3 of the way there. That's a good, clean lead left from the Mongolian boxer. McKAY, though, getting through with a couple on his own on the inside. Who does this bout suit more if it gets untidy on the inside there?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. They've actually both got quite similar styles. Can both do a bit of both, it looks like. A very well matched contest.
Good head movement from McKAY, making himself a very difficult target to hit. The Mongolian slightly more static, but still not shipping too much. That's a good shot though, great jab from McKAY.
Both need to finish strong here to really catch the judges' eyes, because at the moment it's pretty close again this round.
Into the last minute of the middle round of 3. Just a little untidy over the last 20-30 seconds of this middle round. Calls from the side to the English boxer to pick it up. Keep up his work rate. Tied up in there, nobody can land clean shots. McKAY targeting the body and the head, but the Mongolian is a slippery customer. Very close, but the Mongolian punches the air as he walks back to his red corner. It's all part of the show. As Lewis Richardson says, it is a show. And we'll find out now which way the judges are going at the end of that second round. 3 of them have got the Mongolian leading by 2 points. A 4-1 round again. This time it's the Dutch judge that has gone in favour of the English boxer. The very nature of the scoring system, as you pointed out, Lewis, it's not a cut and dried fight by any stretch, but all of a sudden the English boxer's got an awful lot to do and he needs an enormous round.
Yeah, massive round, and it's difficult because if he'd just got, you know, one more judge on those scorecards, it would have all been to play for still in this last round. Whereas, yeah, it's a little bit, it's a big uphill battle from now.
Yeah, huge uphill battle for the man from Edmonton in North London. Part of the reason why he got into boxing, he said he grew up in a rough area, a rough part of town, Edmonton Green, not far from where I went to school. It was a part of town that I used to stay away from, if I'm completely honest. Now Cameron McKay's got his man up against the ropes, and the Mongolian has spun around, getting himself back to the centre of the ring. Didn't want to be pressed up against those ropes with nowhere to go. Single jab from McKay, but he needs much more than that. Good work from the Mongolian. He's just making himself such a difficult target to hit. TEGSHJARGAL, the Mongolian. So difficult when you're so far behind on the scorecards to come out and dominate a round against a fighter like this. The shot just slipped.
It's difficult against the top fighters as well, because they can negate well and then they can go when they want to go. Cam, you'd have to say, you know, he's doing enough to win this round, but he needs a big 10-8 round on one or two of the scorecards, and it's going to be hard to really show that dominance.
10-8 rounds, very difficult to come by against these skilled operators. Double jab sent out by the Mongolian, missed with both. Good head movement from McKay trying to get into range, but none of his punches land on the target either. A minute 15 to go. A straight jab, but the Mongolian comes back with one to the body. Time being taken out of the contest. Ring smarts being shown by the more experienced man from Mongolia. Nice shot rising up through the middle of Cameron McKay's guard. Body and head being targeted now by the Mongolian, growing in confidence, knowing that this fight is not going to slip from his grasp as we head towards the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, good performance from the Mongolian. Cam's also done well, you know, definitely take nothing away from Cam. Mongolian's just been a little, you know, one step ahead, especially in this last round. I think the first two are actually really close, but you can tell with that relaxation when you know you're winning the fight, it really shows.
Yeah, and finishing with a real flurry as well. They have brought a flotilla of talent to this competition off the back of such success at their home event a couple of months ago. Looking to build on that and build with the relationships that are growing between the Mongolian Boxing Federation and World Boxing. They've travelled well, 11 boxers, high skill, and clearly targeting more gold medals.
Yeah, we're seeing a massive cohort of Asian sort of contingent being out here, you know, from the Asian countries, and you can tell they're all top boxers, top fighters. So, you know, for the British boxers boxing this week, it'll be great experience for them.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 28 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner is Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL of Mongolia.
So Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL gets the win for Mongolia. Exciting 22-year-old semi-final in his native Mongolia in September. Silver at the Eindhoven Box Cup in May. And all but the Dutch judge went in favour of the Mongolian. Tough day's work for Cameron McKAY, but he'll come again, having joined the GB podium squad.
He'll definitely come again. He's got a good, you know, a bright future ahead of him. Cam, very explosive, good fighter, in and out as well. You know, inside and out of range. He's yeah, he's got a lot to offer.
And the one thing to be said for the new generation, the generation that's following you with GB boxing, is they won't be interrupted by COVID. They'll have a full cycle towards an Olympic game, so opportunities like this will just sharpen him up.
100%, you know, and I think GB boxing already showed their intent post Paris. Straight away they were out, you know, 4 or 5 weeks time they were out to out in Mongolia boxing, then they've been to the European Championships in Belgrade, I believe. So yeah, they've been, you know, Bulgaria, sorry.
Sofia,
yeah,
Bulgaria,
Sofia, yeah. So yeah, they've been very active so far, and that will continue to happen. And this is where you do your learning. You know, there's no better place to learn than inside that ring, you know, under the bright lights.
29. This is a men's 63.5 kilo quarter-final, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, your red corner to the ring, representing Germany. Give it up for Dennis Brill.
Well, he certainly was Brill yesterday, the 23-year-old from Cologne. He beat one of his old rivals, Ismail Umar. Unanimous decision on the judges' scorecards. That was in the round of 16 in the men's light welterweight division. And Umar had beaten him to the gold at the Tama tournament just a month earlier. So a nice little revenge mission from the German southpaw. The only thing that I will say is he took a little nick above his right eye at the end of that contest.
Brazil in the blue corner, give it up for Breno da Carvalho.
And the dance moves being busted out by Breno de Carvalho. Slightly younger man, 22, from Salvador in Bahia, eastern region of Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials and ringside. Judge 1 representing World Boxing. Judge 2 representing Great Britain. Judge 3 representing World Boxing. Judge 4 representing Japan. Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing World Boxing, Mr. Paul Rosendale.
Paul Rosendale just giving final instructions to the boxers. Pair of southpaws, so who better to have on the co-com than one of GB's finest recent southpaws, Mr. Lewis Richardson.
We just love a southpaw, don't we, Chris?
It's fun to watch. Look at the Brazilian in his corner, down on his haunches like an MMA fight. Conor McGregor starting his bout.
You say 2 southpaws? I see the Germans come out orthodox.
I did say 2 southpaws. You check my notes. It's definitely started orthodox. We'll see how the fight wears on.
Yeah.
So Dennis Brill in red, the German, up against the Brazilian, Breno de Carvalho in blue. I said yesterday when we had a Brazilian against an Italian. Oh, there you go. I'll stop waffling on about football. That's a lovely little backhand uppercut from Dennis Brill. And finding the body as well. These two not messing around at the start of this contest. Brill yesterday against his opponent, he swarmed him. He was a boxer who wanted to box at range, and he sat on top of him and starved him of oxygen. Looks like today's going to be a different contest.
Yeah, he's still trying to put that pressure on, but obviously the Brazilian looks like he can, you know, he moves well, navigates himself around the ring really well. The German's got good base, good solid base, you know.
He looks like a sort of smaller, younger Vladimir Klitschko, the way he holds himself in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant work by the Brazilian, though. And the referee steps in. That looked like the best flurry of the fight so far. Really rattled his cage with a couple of punches, the man in blue. Circling the German, trying to negate the fact that the German wants to starve him of oxygen as he did yesterday. The Brazilian now finding his way back to the centre of the ring. Landing one to the body, sending one to the head that was just slipped by Dennis Brill.
Yeah, he's working well to the body, the Brazilian, going up and down. You see that? He's gone down with the left hand and over with the right. He's done well.
So the punch to the body lowers the guard, then you land with the overhand. Is that the idea?
Well, something like that. Easier said than done, but that's the thing.
That's what the coaches will tell you.
Yeah.
Good contest this. Brill keeps coming forward, although he's the one that's having the more punches land on his body. Oh yeah, one to the body and then the overhand. It's a strategy that the Brazilian is enjoying at the moment in this first round. Now he's trapped in his own blue corner. Dennis Brill going to try and work away. It's good defensive work to pirouette away from trouble.
Yeah, it's nice.
Into the last 10 seconds of the first round, and Breno de Carvalho is ordered by referee Paul Rosendale to stop the back check. Good shot on the bell from Dennis Brill. But as my eyes look at it, was that a little too late for the first round? Because I think I'm leaning blue.
He started the round well, the German, and then he sort of dipped out in between. Oh, he's got the
3-2 split in favour of the German Dennis Brill in the red corner. I was going to say yesterday I drew parallels when we had the final fight of the day. It was Brazil against Italy, and I said it was the World Cup of '94, boring World Cup final. You didn't know, it was before your time. This is a rerun of the 2002 World Cup, Brazil-Germany. That one was a little bit better. You got to remember that one, haven't you?
Well, I mean, do you remember much from when you were 5 years old, Chris?
Yeah. David Platt volley against Belgium in the 1990 World Cup.
Oh, I can't say I do remember.
So young, you're so young. Well, it was the Brazilians that came out on top. The original Ronaldo going round Oliver Kahn.
Round 2.
And it's the German on top after the first round here. 3-2 split on the judges' scorecards. And we had a lively start to that first round. Can they come out and recreate that at the beginning of round 2? It's Dennis Brill who's started the quicker, as he did in that first round, but then Breno de Carvalho found his poise after about 30 seconds to a minute, and he's doing exactly the same here. And the crowd are liking what they're seeing. Going to the body, as he did successfully. Good shot. Just destabilised the German. And as happened in the first round, when he landed his best punches, the referee stepped in and just seemed to save Dennis Brill.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, got to respect what the referee's saying there, but it looked like good shots.
So Brill ahead on the scorecards after one round. A couple of times in the fight he has looked a little troubled by the Brazilian. Both times the Brazilian just checked in his progress by a word from the referee. So, centre of the ring, minute gone in the second round.
German landed a good backhand about 10 seconds ago. Brazilians throwing nice looping shots, but the hand position is good from the German. He's actually, you know, blocking a lot of those.
Yeah, the looping shots seem to come in ones and twos as well from the Brazilian. It's straight to work from Dennis Brill. Like that.
Yeah.
The straight backhand shot. Doesn't tend to throw as many flurries. Breno de Carvalho working away again, and again when he thinks he's getting himself into this fight, he gets stopped by the referee. Big swinging, looping left is ducked by the German in red. Body shot and then to the head from the Brazilian. That's nice combo work.
Good combinations from both there.
Into the last minute of this middle round. Still anyone's fight. Great straight jab. A straight backhand, I should say, from Dennis Brill, who, to confirm, is definitely boxing out of the orthodox stance.
Thanks for the confirmation there, Chris.
Check my notes. Give it the big sell about two southpaws.
Oh, good uppercut there from the German. Really good round of boxing this.
into the last 10 in this second round. Looking forward to the rerun of the action. The action is going right up to the final bell with both boxers landing late on. And the Brazilian just banging his gloves together as he walks back to his blue corner. Flip reversed. All 5 judges going in the way of the Brazilian, which, even though he's up by 2 points on 2 of the judges' scorecards, the fact that 3 of them have it dead level at 19 all mean that this is the livest of live contests.
And that's what we'd like to see going into the last round as a neutral. If you're a teammate of either, or a compatriot of either, you want it to be done after 2. But if you're a neutral fan, you love it going into the last round because it's all to play for, and it's been a great fight so far. So I'm sure that will continue.
All to play for, and the winner takes it all in this final round, in the last of the light welterweight quarterfinals here at the World Boxing Cup Finals in Sheffield. Breno de Carvalho in blue, Brazil. Dennis Brill in red, the German. Anyone's game. And Brill is coming out, just teeing off with the lead left hand, trying to open up the gap for his backhand, but the Brazilian is swinging punches as he has been throughout the fight. And the Brazilians are starting to find their voice away to our left-hand side in the galleries. Big headshot from the Brazilian. Yes, good combo work again. Started this final round really well. Breno de Carvalho has boxed a couple of professional fights. He's got a perfect record. 2-0 with 1 knockout. Now back in the amateur game. He's showing all of his skills here. Body shot lands clean. Dennis Brill continues to walk forward. Hasn't landed anything of note for the last half a minute or so. Oh, that's a good shot though. The backhand right, hook through the middle, and then an uppercut as well, sends some sweat flashing into the air. Good work from the German in red. And the Brazilian is now just throwing single shots, needs to get back to his flurries that have been so successful.
Just feel like the Brazilians just, caught them more eye catchers this round. Germans had a good last 30 seconds, but Brazilian, before that had a good first minute and a half of the round. So I'll still say it's all to play for in this last minute.
Into the last minute of a winner-takes-all final round.
Landed a nice backhand to the body, the Brazilian.
Yeah.
But when he does get into them clinches, I think he's looking for a little breather. So he's working hard when he's punching, and then on the inside he's looking for a breather.
He came storming forward there, throwing punches, and just caught a lead left to the jaw from the man in red. And now Dennis Brill walking his man back towards his own blue corner, has him up against the ropes. The Brazilian is looking over at the clock, seeing how long's left. 25 seconds, Breno, and now he's thinking, fine, one last flurry, can I try and convince these judges? Brill keeps walking his man forward.
Yeah, he's walking his man forward, but just smothering his work a little bit, to be honest. It seems like he wants to get the work off. That's nice, that's better.
Into the last 10 seconds. Who's got the final blast to showcase to the judges? The Brazilian lets out a big cry, but Dennis Brill is punching the air as well. And then there is a little touch of the gloves as well from the 2 boxers in the middle. It's pretty close.
Good bout, that one, Chris. I guess, he was 2-0 up on 2 cards, so you probably have to favour the Brazilian, get a decision. But yeah, good competitive bout.
Dennis Brill needs all 3 of the judges that had it neutral to get anything from this one. Breno de Carvalho just needs 1. How have you got it at home? Watching on the World Boxing YouTube feed.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 29 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards. Where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the blue corner, it's Breno Di Carvalho.
Wow, real emotion from Breno Di Carvalho at the end of that one. Real emotion, and check this out. Yeah, go on, love it. All the dance moves. And he's saying, I own this wing, I own this ring. Don't often see reactions like that, Lewis Richardson.
No, and you certainly won't see that from me, Chris, but gotta respect the confidence from him.
So 4-1 split in favour of the Brazilian. Good for the game? Not good for the game. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd say.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Someone says from behind us, that's how you do it, Lewis. That's what I wanted to see on that podium in Paris. Absolute scenes at the end of that one. Breno Di Carvalho marches on to the light welterweight semi-finals, and tomorrow he will box against the Mongolian Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL, who got the better of Cameron McKAY in the previous bout.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 30. This is a men's 71 kilo quarter-final, and introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, your red corner, representing England, give it up for Adel Kamara.
Third of the domestic fighters here at the English Institute of Sport this morning. And the other two have not got the decisions. Ivy Jane Smith losing a split decision 3-2 to Tatiana de Jesus of Brazil in the women's 54 kilo. And Cam McKay a couple of fights ago on the end of a 4-1 split decision defeat to Enkhtur TEGSHJARGAL in the men's light welterweights. This is the light middleweight division, quarterfinals, and Odell Kamara following in the footsteps of one Lewis Richardson at 71 kilos.
Yeah, looking forward to watching this one, Chris. I'll be honest, I've not seen too much of Odell. I watched him a couple bouts. I believe he boxed in Spain not so long ago. Watched a couple of his bouts there, looked very good, very explosive. Never sparred him. But yeah, looking forward to watching him, because the next generation of light middleweights coming through.
Yep, he's up against Mishield Batumur of Mongolia. We've already talked about how well they've represented themselves. He looked really good when he boxed yesterday. Batumur in the round of 16. Won the gold at the World Boxing Mongolia in September.
Judge 1 representing Italy. Judge 2 representing World Boxing. Judge 3 representing World Boxing. Judge 4 representing Australia. Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing the USA, Natasha Washington.
So Natasha Washington is referee, in with Odell Kamara in the red representing England, and Mishield Batumur of Mongolia. And the first punch of the fight is full power from Odell Kamara.
Yeah, lovely. Look at that speed and power. Really good start there.
First thing I have to say, he looks absolutely terrific at the weight.
Yeah, shredded, I'd say. Slightly different frame to me, Chris.
I wasn't saying anything, mate. I left you to fill in the blanks. Kamara ducking away from the oncoming Mongolian, and looks good on that lead jab, but then he throws the backhand right as well. Real power from the Englishman.
Yeah, good backhands landing already here. The eye catchers I mentioned yesterday, you know, you need them backhands, a couple of them to land around to really catch the judges' attention. Look at that, very
double
explosive.
jab backhand combo. Will he feel pressure, Odell Kamara? He is the next light middleweight, following the guy who went on the podium at the Olympics.
Well, I don't think he should at this stage. You know, it's very early doors. What I would say is from you know, the brief conversation I have had with Adele, he's a very cool guy, calm and composed, and landed a lovely uppercut hook there. Really nice shot. So yeah, I think he'll be nice and relaxed. We've also got other members on the squad, obviously, as well. So it's early doors to be, you know, saying following in footsteps.
Yeah, boxing really well, the man from Liverpool.
Really nicely. Good start.
Actually won a gold on his international debut for GB Boxing at the Spanish Dakar Torneo a couple of months ago. Easy to see why. Eye-catching style. Mongolian saw that one coming and just backed out of range. Little shot underneath the guard of Kamara as they came back together. What an exchange that is. Ferocious stuff in the ring.
Oh, good backhand landed.
Just measuring him really well, isn't he?
Really nice.
Almost waiting for the Mongolian to use his trigger and pouncing in with his pace. It's a little uppercut on the inside as the two boxers were coming apart from Odell Kamara. The Mongolian contingent cheering their man for some good work on the inside as well as we head towards the last 10 seconds of this opening round. Gosh, good work. Downstairs, then up. And a good opening round. Lively. The first of the light middleweight quarterfinals. Men at 71 kilos.
Confident in saying that Odell should get 5-0 there. Let's see. Yeah, lovely. Well deserved. Mongolian did finish a little bit stronger last 30 seconds of the round, but Adele controlled that really well. It was a good, really good opening round.
It certainly was. And we'll have a look at some of the best of the action. And it started with the first punch of the bout.
He's straight in with a backhand. Very explosive.
Well, Batumur was very explosive himself yesterday. He closed out our opening session of the week with a split decision points victory over Witaya Chansong of Thailand. That was one of the fights of the morning session as well. He's got his work cut out against this big punching, lightning quick guy from Liverpool.
Round 2.
He likes to set the tone, doesn't he? Straight from the bell.
And it's really good because it gets the judges looking at you. You know, it gets the judges focusing on you rather than focusing on the opponent. So it's a very positive thing to do.
It certainly is, and it also sends a message to your opponent. I'm here. There's not going to be any dead time in this bout. Batumur is trying to come forward now, and Kamara just locks him up. Nice flurry. He's thrown 3 and 4 punches in the blink of an eye. How much as well do you think how vocal Kamara is as he's throwing his punches can have an impact on the judges too?
I don't think massively. I do get what you're saying, but yeah, I'd say, you know, at this level, not a huge amount.
So, minute gone in the second round. All 5 judges went the way of the Englishman in blue after round 1. Batumur just caught as he was trying to land one of his own as he came in. And the best of the work on the inside is going red again.
Yeah,
yes.
Lovely backhand landed.
Really
nice.
Good backhand. Good combo as well. Invited him in with the first shot and then sent the backhand over the top. But Batumur is not backing down at all.
Well, he knows he has to win this round. He knows he has to press the fight. So he's up the pace a little bit, but I'd say Odell is still sticking with that and matching him, if not doing better.
Has another good shot with the backhand as well. Yeah, having to up his work rate. Michiel Batumur. Worth pointing out that Odell Kamara got a bye to this point in the competition, whereas Batumur has already had to box once. That's good work. Rattling the head of the Englishman, and now the Mongolian stalks his prey, but he needs to. Having lost the first round so convincingly, needs this second round. Kamara doing well just to back away. Backpedaling, ducking, staying out of danger. Into the last 30 seconds of this second round, a key round for the Mongolian. Kamara lands the last shot in the exchange. Right up to the final bell. They came out punching, they go in punching. And we need to get an update from the ringside judges. Oh, well, 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 this is turning out to be a very nice lunchtime for Odell Kamara. 10-9s across the board.
Really nice. You know, the first 2 minutes of the round he controlled really well. Mongolian come into a little bit stronger in the last minute and landed a few backhands, but you know, it was nice to see the judges remembering the good 2.5 minutes of good work from Adele at the start of round 2.
Will he have the fitness? Can he keep the pace?
Yeah, I'd say
all
so.
the way through 9 minutes.
GB boxers, we're fit, we're always fit.
Yeah. Pride yourself on it.
Seconds out.
And the challenge will be survive this round, get through, semi-final tomorrow, final on Saturday. Medals on the line on Saturday, but Odell Kamara still has to get through this final round against a big, punching, talented Mongolian, despite the fact he's got a wide margin on the cards. So ring smarts from Odell Kamara, who started the previous 2 rounds coming out swinging. He's just taken 20 seconds out of the final round there by just backpedaling out of range. One to the body for Batumur. That's not going to get it done. It needs to be flurries, needs to be eye-catching, and it needs to be a very one-sided final round for the Mongolian to take anything from this. Kamara covering up. One got through to the head. It's good work changing his levels, making himself very difficult to hit from Odell Kamara in defence, and that was nice as well. Landing one, swivelling away.
Yeah, it's just a case of not getting caught with anything too big and being ready to go again tomorrow. Did get caught with a couple there. Still with it, still doing well.
It was so impressive in that tournament win in Spain a couple of months ago. Odell Kamara, 3 wins, 3 unanimous points wins. Not messing around, winning it on all of the judges in all of the rounds.
You can see why with those first 2 rounds, Christian, they looked in control, you know, good control, very explosive, very fast. Mongolian's obviously doing well this round, but you know, Adele was sort of negating him as much as possible.
So into the last minute of this final round, Odell Kamara in red of England is up by 2 rounds on all of the judges' scorecards, I should say. Being watched on by one of his predecessors in the GB boxing camp at the same weight, Lewis Richardson, Olympic bronze medalist, alongside me, Chris Lapchim.
Yeah, very impressed also. Look forward to watching the rest of the 71s as well in this afternoon session.
Is it your favourite division? Do you have favourite divisions in boxing?
Well, there's just always a bit of further interest in this division. You know,
knowing exactly what they go through, what they're up against.
Yeah, of course. In 71, traditionally, you know, they're middleweights. You know, traditionally have got that power, but also very fast. So you can get the best of both worlds in this weight division.
Great insight, really is, Lewis. Good respect from both men as they both come over to the Mongolian corner. That is a job well done for Odell Kamara, boxing on GB soil for, well, Team England, GB boxing for the first time. You made the point yesterday, Lewis, that so often as an international boxer you have to go away from home, but there are more opportunities coming for these GB boxers to box at home.
Yeah, and you know, for Odell, should he get selected, obviously there's a long way to go. We've got Odell, I believe we've got Odell, Paddy Hewitt and Callum Macon all at 71, but you know, whoever gets selected for the World Championships next September will be very close to home.
It certainly will. Liverpool, he's from
Okay,
Merseyside. Would be nice.
Number 30. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner, boxing out of the red corner, representing
So confirmation of the victory for Odell Kamara. Lewis Richardson gets his camera out. One for the gram. Stick that up, no doubt. Any words of advice for the younger man who's coming through the same path that you've already trodden?
Nah, very impressed. Obviously got a long way to go, but yeah, very impressed. Good performance, and just be good to see him go again and again, because at top international level, you've got to be able to do it again and again and again over successive days. So yeah, we'll see if he can do that. He proved that out in Spain the other week, but it's good to do it at this high level now.
And we'll see if he can do it against the winner of the next bout, which is another of the light middleweight quarterfinals. Eduardo Beckford of Panama against Kim Jun-soo of South Korea. So they've got the 3 guys at the same weight. How does that relationship work? Is it like the relationship that goalkeepers have in football, where you're all competing for that one spot, but you get on really well?
It's hard to say. I think it's all dependent on the individual. Boxing's a funny one, because at goalkeepers, at least you're not trying to knock each other out in training. Well, you might, but you would do it under wraps. Whereas, it's quite public that you're not just trying to not do damage, but you're trying to show that you're the number one at the weight. But what I would say is there's always that respect there for each other. Everyone knows the hard work and the graft we have to go through, so there's always that added bit of respect.
Certainly is. Right, we've just had a little rotation of the ringside judges. 3 more bouts to come, and they are all at Lewis's weight, the light middleweight quarterfinals.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 31. It's a men's 71 kilo quarter-final. And introducing to the ring, your red corner, representing Panama. Give it up for Eduardo Beckford.
Eduardo Beckford is the top-ranked light middleweight from Panama. Country with such a storied history in boxing, both in the amateur and the pro ranks. It's a country that always makes me think of Manos de Piedra, hands of stone, Roberto Duran.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the ring, your blue corner, representing Korea, give it up for Jun-soo Kim.
Jun-soo Kim on his way to the ring, and there'll be noisy support for him. The biggest overseas team, the Koreans, 12 boxers here this week. Only the domestic boxers representing England and Wales have more, and even then you have to add them together to get more than those that the Koreans have brought to the ring.
So ladies and gentlemen, your officials at ringside. Judge 1 representing Great Britain. Judge 2 representing World Boxing. Judge 3 representing the USA. Judge 4 representing Finland. And Judge 5 representing Japan. Your referee representing World Boxing, Mr. Lee Innes Ambi.
So third Korean in the ring today, Aeji got the win on split decision over Mikoto Harada of Japan earlier on today. A 4-1 split decision win. And Donghwan JANG lost to Sakda RUAMTHAM the tie in the men's light welterweight category. But this is the light middleweight quarterfinal. Junsu of South Korea in the blue, up against Beckford of Panama in the red. Lots of lateral movement early doors from Eduardo Beckford, looking to find the gaps in the Koreans' defence. Trying to chase him down, but he's proving an elusive customer, Kim. Kim looks like he'd rather box at range. Beckford wants to get up close and impersonal. Good work from the Panamanian to duck under that winging right hand from Kim.
It's hard to say without comparing the two, which we'll find out tomorrow, but they look a lot taller than Odell and his opponent from Mongolia, who we see just previously.
Yeah, different physiques on show for sure. Nothing clean has landed so far in the first minute 15 of this bout.
Both quite elusive.
Beckford targeting the body, little tangle of the feet. And Leonis invites the boxers to fight on.
Korean's just leaving his chin a little bit high as he's coming in and out of range, so his opportunity to get caught, which he has done a couple times in the last 10 seconds. Yeah. And again,
Beckford the livelier of the two and having a little bit more success. Beckford in the southpaw stance. Always takes at least a minute. They're figuring each other out, as you say. They want the backhands to prevail.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe we've seen off that minute of not quite knowing how they're going to find their ways through. Starting to engage a little bit more as we head towards the end of the first round. Better from the Korean, but he catches a jab on his way back through as well. Well, it's not been the tidiest of 3 minutes that we've seen here at the English Institute of Sport. My hunch, if I'm judging, is I'm going red. But I don't think it's clear cut.
I'll have to agree. Just the eye catches, a few more eye catches. Middle part towards the end of the round, just finished stronger.
More than the hunch.
We should get ourselves in there, Chris.
Yeah, if they have a vacancy.
Around ringside or actually in the ring? What do you reckon?
I'm not getting there. I'm a good 9 kilos heavier than these guys, and I would lose within 15 seconds.
Well, I'm about 80 at the moment, so maybe we can do a catch weight.
Okay, let's do it. They did yesterday in one of the intervals. They did, as we see the best of the action from the first round, reminding us of what it was the judges. That was a smart shot, actually, why the judges went red. They did have a little exhibition between a couple of the people in the arena. They got the ring walk. Do you know how they decided who won?
Go on, tell me.
They asked everybody in the arena on their phones, vote red, vote blue, and the winner was awarded. So
nice.
Not a single punch was thrown.
Nice.
Round two.
But what a great moment for those two fans in the crowd. Right, round two. With Kim of Korea in blue and Eduardo Beckford of Panama in red, leading on all 5 of the judges' scorecards after the first one and throwing punches round the back of the head and split up by Leonis. So it's following the pattern of the first round here. Nothing clean was landing up until that moment from Beckford, who got through with the lead right.
Yeah, just being a little bit more proactive of the two, pressing the fight a little bit more and having success.
And this is a round that the Korean really must win, having lost on all 5 of the judges' scorecards in round 1. Nice overhand from Beckford as the two boxers came apart. First minute gone in the middle round of 3. He just can't seem to find the clean shots, the Korean. Beckford proving too elusive. But he's having a point deducted for leading with his head, which could have a real impact on the final outcome here. Having won that first round on all of the judges' scorecards, he's just taken away his own advantage. Body shot from Beckford with the backhand left. And all of a sudden, the Korean seems to have grown in confidence with that point deduction for his red opponent. Punches landing on the gloves of the Panama boxer in red. The Korean still can't find anything clean.
No, it's hard. It's tricky. Tricky southpaw. Nice backhand landed there.
Jumping Superman punch from Beckford didn't quite get through. Tangle of the feet.
Yeah, he's thrown his backhand. He's leading off with the backhand and then coming through with the lead hand afterwards, which is you know, an interesting style.
Yeah, it's unorthodox.
Yeah, unorthodox. Hard to box against.
Not something that you often see. And the untidiness is suiting the man in red at the moment, because he is the one that is the busier, the more eye-catching to the judges, as proved in the first round. This is anyone's bout, though, with that point deduction for the Panamanian in red. Good shot right on the bell with that backhand left hand from Eduardo Beckford, the Panamanian. So this time it's a 4-1 split, but all of them leading the way of Beckford, except for the judge from the USA. And with the points deduction, it means that while he's up on 4 of the cards, he is only up by that single solitary point. So Kim's not out of this one with 1 round to go. Well, we're just showing you again what it was that Eduardo Beckford was punished for, leading in with his head. He had been warned. Confirmation that Leonis, the referee, had taken that point off him.
Third and last round.
It's a good backhand from Beckford that still edged the round on 4 of the judges' scorecards. And this round is all important. Panama in red, Korea in blue. And leading in again with the backhand left.
Yeah.
And following in with the jab. Normally you'd see it the other way around.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But it's effective, so it's working for him. But quite a messy bout, this one. But the difference is that backhand, that southpaw backhand seems to be the difference, to be honest.
Yeah. Finds the target, even if the follow-up jab doesn't. Koreans like that from behind us. Targeting the body now, Beckford. Back to the head, but nothing getting through. Kim, the Korean, needs to be busier with 1:50 left of the contest. Just a little ragged, as it has been the entire fight. Better from Kim. Backhand right landed. That one just grazing the top of Beckford's head. Beckford getting through with a couple on the inside. A reminder that a big round from Kim could swing the fight because of the point deduction in the second round for the man from Panama.
He's still trying, he's still going. Just got caught with another backhand, just too easy to hit with that backhand. Chin's a little bit high, but he's still having a good go.
He is having a good go into the last minute of the contest. Key minute in the week in this light middleweight quarter-final here on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Beckford continues leading with his head. He's already been docked a point for that. Better work from Kim. Time running down. Beckford just looking to spoil now a little bit. Kim has stepped it up as we work towards the final bell. 30 seconds to go. Beckford's just looking a little untidy with his backhand that was landing much more earlier in the fight. Still the southpaw walks forward.
Yeah, strong finish I think from the Korean, but
punch after the bell as well from the man from Panama. That was unnecessary. But I think on the balance of probability you'd say that Beckford of Panama has probably done enough. He's punching the air there, celebrating, but that was a very tight round.
it was tight. It's always a funny one when the point gets taken off. It always makes the scorecards a little bit messier, but we'll see. I'd say the Panama's going to get this one.
So here's the best of the action from that final round. And then there came this. The bell went there, and then we had that after the bell. Little cheeky, little naughty.
Could have got another point taken off for that, Chris, so he's definitely fortunate there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 31 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, representing Panama, Eduardo Beckford.
So Beckford does enough in the eyes of the judges to take that on a split decision. And he will go on to box Odell Kamara of England in the semi-finals. Confirmation that final round that Kim Jun-soo needed to win, mainly by all of the judges' scorecards. It was a 3-2 split in favour of the man from Panama, and Eduardo Beckford rolls into the semi-finals. So while the judges rotate, we'll show you the best of the action from that last bout. Difficult bout to score. Lewis Richardson's just gone over and said hello to a couple of the guys that he used to compete with on the global stage. Kim and Eduardo Beckford. Lewis Richardson, of course, if you've only just tuned in, a reminder, he's got his medal with him, the Olympic bronze medalist from Paris 2024.
This is bout number 32, which is a men's 71 kilo quarter-final. Introducing your boxers, and firstly your red corner representing China, it's a McKAY Yedalwalati.
So Ma Yilan Biek Yeda Wulieti of China making his way to the ring. I will be shortening that to Yeda Wulieta as the fight wears on.
I'm glad you're doing the pronunciations, Chris, and I'm just judging the boxing.
You can go with red corner, man in the red,
Thank
man
you.
from China. I'll do the names.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner representing Japan, give it up for Shion Red Okazawa.
Popular boxer on the circuit, Seiwon Okazawa. Could have faced the man to my left at the Olympics. He looks absolutely fantastic at the weight. I always think that when I see him. Ghanaian father, Japanese mother, representing his mother's nation. could have boxed you at the Olympics, but he was beaten by the man from Jordan, who you then beat to secure your medal.
Yeah, we're only one fight away from boxing each other, but wasn't meant to be. I think it was in the round of 16. I boxed Serbia, got through that one, and yeah, the Jordanian boxed this Japanese, and I think he won the 3-2 split, so could have gone either way, and it could have been me and this Japanese boxing for the medal.
The back to do the job, Lewis.
You and me both, Chris. That being said, he's a top fighter, and I've seen him on the circuit for many years. I believe he won the Worlds back in 2021, am I right in saying that?
Yeah. At the slightly lower weight?
Yeah, 67, yeah, but you can tell he's always had that class about him.
Yeah, so former world champion, as Lewis says, also an Asian Games gold medalist from 2022 as well. Real class in the blue vest for Seiwon Okazawa, up against Yeda Wulieti of China in the red. And every punch that's thrown and lands from the Japanese boxer will be greeted with a cheer from behind us, because the Japanese contingent have congregated to watch their man. A cagey start, first punch lands, and it's the lead right from the southpaw Japanese.
He has a good knack of, slowing the pace down and making the opponent fight at his pace, which is actually what the Jordanese done in the Olympics very well, and negated that and just went full the whole time, but very hard to do it. You have to be extremely fit.
Incredible celebrations from the Jordanians after that victory in the Paris Nord Arena just a few months ago. I remember it well. He really does slow down the pace, doesn't he, Okazawa?
He can push and pull like that with his feet, and also, his lateral, his body movement as well. He's in and out of range, really hard to hit. Looks hard to hit anyway. Never sparred him or boxed him, but yeah, looks very tricky.
Yeah.
And sometimes, trying to force a pace, it ends up, working in his favour, because he can pick you off better. So it's always find that fine balance between, trying to make him miss and make him pay. Again, easier said than done, Chris.
Well, Yeda Wulieti seems comfortable, the man from China, at boxing at that pace, and Okazawa on the back foot, ducking away, head movement, making himself an elusive target, but at the moment there's no punches coming in his direction anyway. Chess-like.
Yeah. For the purists, fascinating to watch still. Good speed there from both.
Slows it right down, but has the athleticism to pounce, doesn't he?
Certainly does.
Just celebrating his wins there is a glancing landing punch from Okazawa, and he just flags to the judges. Did you spot that, did you? And then again, backpedaling away, head movement makes it so difficult to hit. There are many ways to skin a cat in this sport.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's the gentlest we've gone to a bell this entire week. Just the two of them not punching, nodding, and see you in a minute. And all five of the judges going in favour of Seiwon Okazawa of Japan, who certainly set the tone with his defensive work and pouncing into his onslaughts, even if nothing massive of note landed in that bout. He was the one that was controlling the pace.
Just doing enough to win the rounds, and again, I've mentioned it a few times, but that's tournament boxing, get through the early stages and go again. He looks super relaxed in there, not burning too much energy, not doing too much, but doing enough to win the rounds.
Nice lead right hand there, coming over the top of the Chinese defence. The minute he got in trouble, just held on, tie his opponent up. Ringcraft.
Second down. Round two.
So round 2, Okazawa of Japan in blue, Yeru Ulieti of China in the red. Targeting the body, Okazawa. Drew applause from his fans behind us. Oh, it's better. That's a good shot. 2 backhand lefts from Yeru Ulieti of China. Spray flying up off the dreadlocks of Okazawa's head. Better start to the second round from the Chinese fighter. So this is the penultimate fight of our morning session, live from Sheffield on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Thanks for being with us wherever you are in the world. Men's light middleweight quarterfinals. Still, Okazawa is happy to stay out of range, but then pounce in with a couple of punches. Nice combo. The arena is almost totally silent as everybody is just so engaged in the bout.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not the highest pace fight, but it's still a high quality bout. Chinese is trying to, you know, apply smart pressure, not get caught on the way in. The Japanese is trying to catch him as he does come in.
It's almost like being in a cinema. Everyone's just totally focused on the action. Yeru Ulieti of China now trying to stalk his man. Urged by the referee, keep your head up. But that's ring smarts, forcing the referee to break up the contest as the Chinese boxer was getting on top. Still the body language is good from Okazawa. My view is that Yeru Ulieti, the Chinaman, has had a better second round.
Yeah, agreed. Whether that's enough to get a share of the judges, we'll see. But yeah, he's definitely been able to put that pressure on a little bit better.
And we will see in 30 seconds time as Okazawa spins his man away to the canvas. No knockdown, and we box on. Well, the CompuBox landed stats would be pretty low for this contest.
They would be. But again, it comes down to that 10-must scoring system where you have to have a winner of each round.
Exactly right. And as I said already, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and we'll see which way the judges have been skinned. Once again, they like the work of Seiwon Okazawa. Now up by 2 points on all 5 of the judges' cards. So Okazawa is just once again just marking when he lands, little punch to the air to show the judges, yep, I got through there. Did well. Little lifting uppercut on the inside.
When you've got a style like the Japanese, you know, it's always important when you're fighting against a style like that. It's always important to try and touch the body, aim for the nearest possible thing to you, because where he's leaning back so much, it's always going to be hard to land those headshots. Whereas if you start on the chest, then come from that, that's what we always get taught, you know, and you see big benefits from it.
Work the body is the message from Lewis Richardson at ringside.
And that doesn't have to be bent arm shots, that can be long shots, you know, straight to the chest, but just try and hit something, get some sort of response back.
Okazawa in blue representing Japan against Yeru Ulieti of China in the red. Needs to do something. Don't know if he would have heard you. Target the body, land on something. One to the body got through, but it wasn't a solid landing punch. Okazawa targeting the body and getting through with that one. It is supreme defensive work from the man in blue.
Just looks very comfortable, doesn't he?
Fighting against him's like trying to catch water. He's just not there. It just slips through your fingers. But they're the moments. Target the body, hit something. He's got nowhere to go up against the ropes.
Yeah, or just start at the body, you know, start the body and then come over, because you're in a better range then to land the headshots if they're pulling back. Like, there you go, he landed a shot there. He started with a jab to the chest and a backhand over the top.
So better from the Chinese fighter in red. But needing what he needed from this final round, he's some way short of that, you have to say, with a minute left in the contest. No doubt these guys at light middleweight, they pack the power to end it, secure a referee, stop the contest if needed, but when you've got a boxer so defensively sound, punches landing come at a premium. One or two got through there.
They did get through there, Chris, but always he's always sort of riding the shots, you know, he's never taken it fully clean.
Glancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Into the last 20 seconds. Up into his own blue corner here, Okazawa, but he's locking up his opponent, tying him up, holding his head down. He'll get a word from the referee. And he knows, because he's heard the 10-second clapper, he's got the job done. Well, majestic stuff. Different kind of boxing performance from Seiwon Okazawa. Nothing like what we saw from his fellow light middleweight Odell Kamara a couple of bouts ago. Those two, if they continue winning all the way through, they would meet in the final. That would be a contrast of styles. See the best of the action. I think that was the Chinese fighter's best round, but he needed to come out and blow him away, and he was some way short of blowing him away because he couldn't really get near him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 32. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner is Hsiao-Wen of Japan.
So, convincing win for the man in the centre of your screen, Seiwon Okazawa. Another win for the Japanese team. 6 wins, just the 1 defeat. And even though that final round on all 5 of the judges' scorecards went against him, he had already got the job done. And so we head towards our final bout of the morning session. Bout 12 of the morning, bout 33 of the week, and it will complete our setup in the light middleweight quarterfinals. Do you miss it, Lewis? When you sit this close?
Of course, yeah. Of course.
You got your gloves in the bag?
Want to get yourself back? Yeah, of course, yeah. You need to be fully prepared at the moment. I'm
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 3. It's a men's 71 kilo quarter-final, and introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, your red corner representing Germany, give it up for Magomed Shavdor.
The man that calls himself Son of War, you'll be familiar with him. He's been around the circuit, Lewis, for a good few years.
Yeah, never actually boxed, but been in many tournaments together. For whatever reason, haven't boxed, but watched him a few times, and you know, I was highly confident I was going to box him at one point, but yeah, just for whatever reason didn't happen. He was at the games as well, another light middleweight at the games, like the Japanese opponent just was. He was in Paris, so was this German.
Came out on the wrong side of a bout against Asad Kuja Muhyiddin Kujayev earlier in the year at an international tournament. I mean, most people do, don't they? He went on to win the Olympic gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Chinese Taipei. Give it up for Chai Wei Khan.
And so the final boxer to make his way to the ring in this morning session of the World Boxing Cup Finals. Can Hsiao-Wen of Chinese Taipei. He's their top light middleweight, just 26 years old. And he looks really confident as he makes his way to the ring.
And ladies and gentlemen, your officials at ringside. Judge 1 representing Great Britain. Judge 2 representing Korea. Judge 3 representing World Boxing. Judge 4 representing USA. And Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing World Boxing, Mr. Thomas Nelson.
All right, so the final bout of this morning's session before we come back this evening and do it all again. We've had 12 bouts this morning and we rounded off with the last of the light middleweight quarterfinals. The winner of this one will fight Seiwon Okazawa for a place in the final. It's Shakadov of Germany in red and Kan of Chinese Taipei in the blue. And Shakadov has made a pacey start to this one. So Kan in the blue, trying to work the body of Shakadov. These two just having a stand-up tussle. Very different to the previous bout that we saw between Okazawa and Yeda Wulieti of China. Okazawa opting to box completely on the back foot. Not many punches landed. We may well have more punches land in the first round than we did in the entirety of the last fight, but different ways to win boxing matches. Shakadov gets one through with the lead left hand there.
Exactly. You know, styles make fights, so these two look a little bit more engaging, which is positive, you know, for the fans to see.
Yeah. It certainly makes it easier to commentate on as well. There's something about that last fight. It was so quiet in this arena, it was eerie.
Yeah, well, you know, as a boxer, it's still interesting to watch me, especially at my weight, but, you know, to commentate on it's a lot easier when you're getting scoring shots like we're seeing here.
Yeah, well, there are some scoring shots being thrown from both red and blue. There's a great uppercut in there from Kan from Chinese Taipei. Shakadov's worked his man back towards the ropes.
Looking to put the pressure on the German.
Yeah. So no knockdown there, just a tangle. And we box on. Snap jab is catching the face of Kan on more than the odd occasion from Shakadov. Son of War, he calls himself. He loves a good tear-up.
He certainly does. From all the bouts I've ever watched him, he's on the front foot, having a good go. We've watched him in the Paris Olympics as well. I believe he lost in the round of 32 against Mozambique, but it was a really, really entertaining fight. Had a lot of people on their feet.
Yeah, Tunchaba. I actually met the sports minister of Mozambique wearing the full Mozambique tracksuit before that bout. He was so excited.
Yeah, it was a great win for the Mozambique.
Shakadov once again has his man back towards the ropes. Kan doesn't seem unhappy to be there, and he lands one coming forward as well. Good action in this first round between the German and the man from Chinese Taipei.
Shot.
Great shot right on the bell and a count. On to Can. It was the left round the corner. Can telling everybody he's absolutely fine. Back to his corner because the bell had already rung. That was right on the buzzer, Lewis.
It looked like a good shot to me. I know he's complaining, saying he maybe lost his balance a little bit, but it looked like a good scoring shot from where we're sitting.
Well, we'll see it as soon as we see the judges' scores, and I just wonder, a little bit of tip-X being done right at the end of that round after that wonderful punch right on the bell.
Yeah, see a 4-1 split there, you know, but that could have been a closer round. It could have been the other way for all we know, but last 10 seconds always important. You've got to keep fighting up to the final seconds of the round, and it just shows.
It shows that the judges can't write their number in the box until the bell has gone. So that was the shot, and it did wobble him, you're right. That was a clean shot.
Second out.
Immediately got his senses back, but he did look wobbled, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Round 2.
So great work right on the final bell from Magomed Shakadov of Germany in the red. Can against Chinese Taipei had the count put against him, and Shakadov has come out as he finished the previous round, throwing the big punches and landing them too.
Oh, got caught as well.
Yeah, great fight.
Good stuff right in the centre of the ring.
Absolute antithesis of the last fight that we saw. Oh, better work from Can. All of his punches seemingly coming straight down the pipe though. Good action in the early portion of this second round. 4-1 split on the judges to the German in red after round 1. The more aggressive work in the early exchanges was coming from blue. That work rate has just slowed a little bit. The work rate from both has slowed a little bit.
Yeah.
Shakadov just eyes on the prize, trying to measure his target, but when he came in, Can locked him up.
Both having a go again.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good shot from Can. Just rocking the head of Shakadov, who sent one back.
There we go.
3 punches there, 2 of them landing clean. You love it, don't you, Lewis?
This is what wants to make me get back in there.
I think we've got some spare gloves lying around at the GB boxing base. Yeah, great contest. Good shot on the inside from Can.
Both working well at both ranges here. It's nice to see. Just that positive body language from the German, you know, walking forward. Oh, has he landed there?
I think he did land, but I don't think it's a punch knockdown. He landed and then almost put his weight on top of the man from Chinese Taipei, pushed him to the canvas, so no knockdown there. We did have the count at the end of the first round, right on the bell, so don't take your eyes off this one with 22 seconds to go in the second round. They'll go right up to the final bell. He says, and then they don't. Well, good round, really enjoying this final bout of the morning session on the World Boxing YouTube channel. And that is a 3-2 split in favour of the German. And it means he is 2 points up on the top judge and the bottom judge, but all of the other 3 are dead level at 19 all. It's on the final round, Lewis.
That's what we like to see. And just shows, you know, even though he's won both rounds, he won the first round 4-1, the second round 3-2. It's all about where on what judge's scorecard. So, which means, you know, it's all to play for still going into last. That
does mean he only needs one of the middle 3.
Of course, yeah. But he's definitely in the driving seat. You know, he's in pole position. But if he loses this big round, you know, if he loses this last round big, then the blue corner will get it.
Seconds out.
lovely bit of jeopardy as we head towards our final round of the morning session. In the World Boxing Cup finals, Can of Chinese Taipei in blue needs a big round. Shakadov of Germany in the red will need to just do what he's been doing. It's been an exciting fight to end the morning session. Great punch, combination work from Can. The last punch landed flush. Shakadov walks forward again. Can has been happier to box off the back foot. Shakadov throws one over the top. Can comes back with two of his own. Knows he has to be the busier man in this final round. Has to win it convincingly.
Yeah, and he does. And you know, being in the corner just doesn't look too positive from the judge's point of view.
Body language, as you talked about.
Yeah. Not necessarily, you know, saying go on the front foot. It's just hovering around that centre, working around the centre, not being in the corner like he is now.
Yep, it's happened on 3 occasions already in this final round, and that won't help. Even though it's not a knockdown, it's not the first time that the Chinese Taipei man has been forced to the canvas. Better work from Shakadov.
Good uppercut
much
there.
better, and he knows it. Following it up. Working to the body now. Can starting to get a little bit ragged as he, in his desperation to try and win the final round, sway the judges his way. Back in the corner again, not where he needs to be. Single shot, and again just almost crumbles to the canvas under his own steam. Just over a minute left to go. Can needs the strongest minute he's had in the bout. Shakadov needs to keep doing what he's doing, and he's stalking his man back into the corner again. Good shot as Can stoops forward. Down on the canvas again. This is all getting a little bit ragged from the man in blue. Needs to throw more combination work. The 2 shots didn't land. Landed in the fleshy part of Shakadov's glove. And once again he shows his strength, just pushing his opponent down to the canvas. Referee getting a little bit frustrated. Good combination work from Shakadov, who grins because he now knows almost certainly he's got the job done here. Glances to the referee. Was that enough to invoke a count? 10 seconds left. And the final bell rings. It's a grin. It's a show of respect from both men. But I think Magomed Shakadov knows that he has got the job done. Certainly feels that way.
Yeah, I think so. Good performance from both, but the Germans, yeah, he finished that last round stronger, and he was in the driving seat going into the last round. So,
and just when we think about body language, this was happening so often. The man from Chinese Taipei finding himself in the corner.
Yeah.
Not even on the end of too many barrages, just in the wrong part of the ring to send positive messages to the judges. This was happening over and over, finding himself on the canvas. It just doesn't look good when you're trying to win fine margins.
Definitely. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, representing Germany, Magomed Shakadov.
So confirmation of a unanimous points victory for Magomed Shakadov. The German calls himself Son of War, and he will have a real contrast of styles in the semi-finals tomorrow against the Japanese boxer Seiwon Okazawa.
And that will be a good fight.
It
2 Paris for Olympians. Be a good one.
You pay your money to see that one. And there are still tickets available if you fancy coming to join us. Check out the World Boxing website as the Chinese Taipei boxer Can Hsiao-Wen makes his way from the ring.
see you then. Thank you, and see you later.
So our MC Craig Denham just wrapping up the morning session, thanking everybody in attendance and those of you watching around the world on the World Boxing YouTube channel. We have had 12 contests, and I think for my money that last one was one of the most engaging. Huge power and precision from Magomed Shakadov getting the job done against the man from Chinese Taipei. And you were just starting to say before we wrapped up with Craig, our MC, that tomorrow the Japanese against the German is going to be a real contrast of styles with two high caliber boxers.
Yeah, two high quality boxers with, as you say, contrasting styles, but we'll see who will come out on top.
Yes, we certainly will. I also want to just reflect on what we saw with another fight in the same weight class. Odell Kamara is boxing at your weight class. He's got, well, the future is in his hands. He's got this 4 years now on the Olympic cycle with GB Boxing, and he looked really impressive in his bout tonight, Lewis.
Yeah, look really, really good. We'll have a trickier opponent tomorrow against the boxer from Panama, so that will be a probably a tougher challenge, different style, a southpaw. So see how he reacts well to that. But these tournaments are such great experience for those bigger moments later in his career.
Yeah, certainly will. So we are going to take a break. And Lewis, you've got something pretty big in your life to look forward to in a couple of hours' time. Just remind us what that's going to be.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. So Cindy Ngamba is joining us today also for, I believe, this afternoon we've got the unveiling of our photos that will be stuck in the gym, in the GB Boxing gym forever, basically. So against, with some of the likes of, Anthony Joshua, Lauren Price from the recent cycle, Galal Yafai, and all the way ranging back to people like Richie Woodall, who won the Olympic bronze, many years ago. So yeah, huge honour to be among those, such an illustrious group of people. Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. You get your medal to keep for life, but actually you will be on the wall of champions basically here. If anybody who's watching this has never been to the English Institute of Sport, everywhere you walk, every corridor, there's photos of people who have achieved great things in their sport, people who've been based here. You've got Nick Matthew, the former world champion squash player, but actually in that GB Boxing Training Centre you'll be up on the wall with your name in lights forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, and hopefully it will contribute to inspiring the future generation, because people said to me, post Paris it will change, or when I won my medal, people, it'll change your life, but I'm starting to see, it certainly has for now, and it's about how you as an individual build on that and progress further. But it definitely provides more opportunities to to get your story out there and get your character yourself out there. So the Olympics is an amazing event, and even more so getting the medal extra special.
It certainly is. Right, so that's in 2 hours, and we've got to cram in lunch, and I've got to do a bit of prep for the evening session, and then we've got your presentation. So we're going to get off air now. We'll say a big thank you to everybody watching around the world on the World Boxing YouTube channel. We will be back at 5 p.m. UK time for the evening session with another 12 bouts to come. From me, Chris Latcham, and Lewis Richardson, the Olympic bronze medalist, we will see you later.